apply pressure. Nowadays, pressure look like I'm thirsty. Pressure could look like I'm thirsty. You feel me? I wanna ride that Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the waves. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride that Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the waves. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. You keep on talking about applying pressure. You know pressure, do bust pipes. I'm trying to fuck you every day and night. I'm trying to get it cause I know it's tight. Pop me a pill, then we take off flight. I'm a big nigga, heavy appetite. You do that little thing I really like. You love to fuck me when I got on my ice. Yes, I love you, I'ma make sacrifice. But you never ever will be my wife. You my life, but so we locked in for life. That nigga used to fuck you ugly and trite. He ain't nothing like me, though. Pocket a semi, I don't let it blow. Niggas stay fresh from head to toe. I hit the baddies on. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the waves. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the waves. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade. I wanna ride like Harley. I wanna ride you like the water in the wave. Give me your love, give me your heart, don't be afraid. For your love, I go crazy, renegade.
Yeah. You see the foundation. Solid concrete, unbreakable. We don't bend, we don't break. Welcome to the untouchable empire. Menace, bully, aggressive, mean, vision, powerful, masters of the scheme. Builders from the dirt, yeah, the streets are my witness. Looking at these busters trying to infiltrate the crew, but the empire's locked tight, ain't nothing getting through. I see them talking loud, but their logic is flawed. Trembling in the knees every time that the real speak. They fabricated counterfeits off to the touch. When the pressure gets applied, man, they crumble in the clutch. Real G's don't fall, we stand tall in the grit. Haters fall like origami, man, they so delicate. Creasing at the corners every time the heat is on. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. The empire stands solid, uncorrupted and true. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
Uncorrupted kings out here defending the dream. Permanent grip on the scene, you can't even eat without us. Why these paper mache haters move too fast and got ripped? If it's too good to be true, it probably is. They try to buy the loyalty, try to change the code, but we fam over here, untouchable empire. Ain't no price tag on the honor we hold, untouchable empire. We the diamonds in the rough, untouchable empire. We breaking the mold. I'm folding like paper origami. Empire solid, you can't stop this. It never corrupted, we staying the same. Touch of legends, we running the game. Real G's don't fall, we stand tall in the grit. Hater fall like origami, man, it's so delicate. Creasing at the corners every time the heat is on. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. The empire stands solid, uncorrupted and true. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone. By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
By the time the smoke clears, all the paper boys are gone.
Yeah. Origami boys. Keep creasing, keep folding, ripping. We just keep building. Empire uncorrupted. We are the untouchables.
For the love of the money, I ain't stupid, know what they want from me. I hate Cupid cause love is for dummies. I need two of them, none of them mommies. Going through with them, this what I do with them. I pick two of them, both of them soft and both of them thick. They side by side, all over my dick. They cleaning my house and cooking me grits. My arms stretched out like a crucifix. Cause I don't got one, I got two in this bitch. Two in the bed, or two in the whip. Feel like I won a championship. When I get done and my man can hit. Nah, he can't, I'm selfish as shit. We smoking, we drinking, shit bout to get lit. When you got two bitches, you do it like this. Cause I lay them side by side. Have them youngins roll my weed up side by side. Red Bull and Hennessy drink side by side. Man, you know I'm about to freak them side by side. Yeah, they laying side by side. Stop kissing pussy, playing side by side. Have them both stripping naked side by side. Watching both masturbating side by side. I'm finna have me some fun today. I'ma fuck me more than one a day. They do what I say, they must obey. Come here, girl, melon underlay. I'm finna have me a fool today. I'ma fuck two in the pool today. They underwater, giving me neck. Who needs a pool when they both stay wet? Scratching and biting, they fiending for sex. Tag team, screaming our necks. Fucking us up like it was the best. One is my lap and one is my chest. I know it's a sin, but I feel like I'm blessed. Taking them both on a special quest. This Red Bull and Henny gon' keep me a rest. When you fuck two bitches, the fuck you expect? Cause these bitches, they rollin' the best buzz. We all just smoking and drinking and having the best buzz. They love me, they love me, they love me, they show me the best love. Can we do this all night? If this is a dream, I swear I don't ever wanna get up. I lay them side by side. Have them youngins roll my weed up side by side. Red Bull and Hennessy drink side by side. Man, you know I'm about to freak them side by side. Yeah, they laying side by side. Stop kissing pussy, playing side by side. Have them both stripping naked side by side. Watching both of them masturbating side by side.
Side by side. By side. Baby. Side by side.
I want to sever the fate of this world. A world of only victors. A world of only peace. A world of only love. I will create such a world. I am the ghost of the Uchiha.
The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is now, start the celebration. You've been waiting for a while, thanks for being patient. I'm just here to get them mad, had them niggas hating. I'm much more than a man, this is Nino Nation. I know you think a nigga new, but I've been a don. I can see all your moves, I got the Renagon. Call Fatty up, tell him hit him with the spirit bomb. We all know them niggas sweeter than the Cinnabon. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. Wake up to reality, slow niggas speak. Nothing but fallacies, I'm waiting for the day your pussy nigga come challenge me. Flawless victory, brutal fatality. So what's the price to a god, untouchable mob? Come through and body your squad, you know who you are. I ain't gotta say your name, you claim the fame. It's only cause you stupid and lame, nigga. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show. The time is here, I can finally go. The word is out, they wanna hear me flow. What time it is, I'ma let you know. It's Nino, welcome to the show.
Arise.
Good evening, good evening, good evening on this good Thursday evening. Hope all is good, hope all is well. Y'all already know who it is.
It's Nino. I'm dressed in all black, black shoes, black pants, black shirt, black.
Oh, I forgot the explosion. What's going on, y'all, man? Let me do a quick roll call, see when the building really, you know what I'm saying? Then we can get into it. Let's see who in the building. Let's see who's in the building. We got Butterfly 42 Red in the building as always. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you. We got Kyo in the building. Appreciate the compliment on the song. Appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Appreciate you. And we got Ladies Irax in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Moderating as always. Appreciate you. Let's see who else we got. Then we got my guy, Tony. Hold up. That's the wrong one. Tony Golden in the building. What's going on, my guy? Hope all is good with you. Let me see. My phone rang a little bit. Oh, Smell the Roses. Shout out to Smell the Roses. She just came through with a $5 cash app. You know what I'm saying? So let me play the video for her in appreciation for the cash app. Let's get, hold on. Where's that? There. Appreciate you again, Smell the Roses. Yeah, so today, you know, it's Thursday show, chill show. I sent the link out to folks. If they want to hit it, pull up, they can whenever they want. Let me pin this joint right here because that reminds me I gotta do my housekeeping. You know what I'm saying? So let's do that. As always, I got a $50 goal for the show. You can support the show at hitting the Cash App at $ Nino Nation 2024. Or you get the PayPal at Milton 843. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get something to that because trust me, a brother need it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a new camera, man. I want another camera, one that can zoom in, zoom out. Maybe utilize two cameras, you know what I'm saying? So I can have different angles. Who knows? I got plans, but I'm working on it. We'll get there when we do. Hopefully soon though. So what's the show gonna be about today? I'm leaning towards reviewing that Myron Gaines versus the white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? We might get there, but I do have a lot of IG roulette to do. And I got another video I want to review too that's kind of go along with the Myron jump. So we'll see how it go. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to just having a different conversation altogether, but I wouldn't mind reviewing those videos too. But while I'm here, before I get into the IG roulette, I wanted to address the question that I posted. The reason I asked it is because of the Carmelo Anthony situation. And I hear a lot of people saying, why didn't he just leave? Why didn't he just get up? You know what I'm saying? And it just, for whatever reason, it reminded me of the Rosa Parks situation. I was like,
it's almost parallel when you think about it. Rosa Parks was sitting, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she was sitting in her section, but she was sitting down and, white man told her to get up and she didn't get up. Now, she didn't stab the guy, you know what I'm saying? But that seems like where everybody want to focus at, you know what I'm saying? It's a domino effect, you know what I'm saying? One action cascaded all the rest of them, but for some reason, they want to focus on the third or fourth domino instead of the very first domino, which is something that, in my opinion, is getting more and more common, is that certain people believe that if you look a certain way and they feel like you don't belong here, then they have the authority to come over there and tell you to move, and if you don't move, make you move. And I think that's a problem worthy of discussion. You know what I'm saying? What are we going to do about that? Because apparently getting up, walk away doesn't stop that shit from happening, doesn't encourage them not to do it, I thought the weapon was to record their ass doing that shit, you know what I'm saying? But that don't work either, you know what I'm saying? It does to a degree, but not really, and I'm not saying stabbing them works, but when you've been cordial over and over and over and over again, eventually you're going to run across a situation where some shit like this happens. It's just unfortunate the age group that is in, that's what I think powers the interest in the story to begin with, because I think if this was adults, nobody would probably give two shits. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest. But let me see something. I think my phone rang again. But yeah, I'm gonna get to it in a second. So let me acknowledge this $10 Cash App from Butterfly 42 Red. Appreciate you for that, Butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Let me play the video for you. Let's get it.
You supported Honorable Nino Nation.
All right, appreciate you again. My bad, got distracted by something. But yeah, the reason why I think that Rosa Parks thing is very, it's very, what would you call it? It's a perfect analogy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to figure out, how do we get from, she just stayed in her seat and dealt with it, to he should have moved. I mean, are we backpedaling? Are we at a point where we think that she should have just got up and maybe she wouldn't have had to go to jail or whatever? You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm thinking of. You know what I'm saying? I know they reviewed it on Red's channel, but I still didn't get to see what they thought. And to be honest, I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, that's why I put it on my post. If people want to answer it, they answer it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't, they don't. But it's kind of just a think piece. You know what I'm saying? Something to make you think. Because this shit crazy. It's kind of disheartening to see. You know what I'm saying? So many people just going wild saying anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, any and everything. You don't know these people at all. You know what I'm saying? They just assume, no, they bad parents. They this, they that. It's like, man, I would hate to be in their shoes. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's a manual on how to handle some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Including on having to grieve at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I expect them to make mistakes, you know what I'm saying, in this situation. But I don't know. Maybe I just look at things differently, and that's okay. That's cool, But let's get into it. That was just my 2 cents I wanted to drop on that question that I put up there. I want to do some IG roulette. Do got some videos to go over in that direction. Let's see where we at. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm on the right channel. All right, yeah, there we go. All right. So the first one looks like I got Stephen A. Smith. Don't quite remember what this was about, but we're gonna see together. Let's see.
just so ghetto, I was over the ghetto-ness.
Clay knew exactly who Megan was. Her rap lyrics say exactly how she feels all the time.
She Megan Thee Stallion. She worth over 40 million. She's an incredibly popular musician and all of this other stuff. Well, why she with him? Because she knew what she was getting. You said if these allegations are true, he's what?
Asshole.
He's an asshole. If you are the woman in my life, you represent me. I have a right to have standards. I'll be damned if I'm going to date a woman and the word ghetto is going to be associated with her while she's representing me.
I didn't know. I'll be honest, and you know, I know it's an old topic, but I never looked at it from that way. But now that I heard that, I can attest that folks that of that caliber, you know, when they got that kind of money, they you know, A-listers, they do think that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Might not like what he's saying, but he's not wrong. You know. But I did not think of that particular thought process because I'm not there. I'm not no famous rich motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They probably think I'm ghetto. So I might be to some people. Let me give a shout out to Red in the chat. What's going on with you? Hope all is well. We got Kazzy in the building, ready to reign terror in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the next video. Let's see what we got.
I would have never given them $150 billion. I would have never given them the money. I would have never given. They're using it. They don't have to make nuclear. They can buy it.
We have taken their money. It's not our money. It's their money. And we froze it. At a certain point in time, I guess we're going to have to give it back.
The flaws in the deal also include insufficient enforcement and near total silence on Iran's missile program.
If other countries have them, it's a little bit unfair for them not to have some.
Ballistic missiles that could deliver nuclear warheads.
Sir, you shouldn't let them have any missile. I said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to let Saudi Arabia have missiles, but they can't have them? Yes, sir. Doesn't work that way, you know? Missiles they hurt a little location, but they don't blow up the planet.
They were doing badly, and then we took the sanctions off. We should have never taken the sanctions off before we finished the deal.
We have sanctions which will never let them rebuild. They would have no money. So something will happen as soon as they behave. When they behave, we're going to let that go. We're going to have to.
We're letting them, how about this one? Self-police. They are going to tell us whether or not they're building nuclear weapons.
There's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be. I let them know. I said, look, if you don't adhere to the agreement, I don't want to do that, but we're going to bomb the hell out of you.
I would have never given them $150.
Yeah, so he clearly like double talking. I'd be wondering, like, for the Trump supporters, do y'all not like, does this type of shit not bother y'all? Do y'all just come up with excuses or ignore it, or it's not that serious? I'd be wondering. Because even like, let's say if it was Obama, because I was a big Obama fan. I like Obama, still do. If he were to have videos where you could play with him double talking like this, I think I would have an issue with that. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like Trump fans, they like no matter what he do, they don't really have a problem with it. It's like you can fuck with somebody and not like some of the shit they do. You know? That's what I mean. So are y'all liking him because y'all really like Trump, or is it just like a team thing where you just want to be the winner every time? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Almost like a worship. But anyway, let me go to this next video. Oh, I see what this is. So I think I should play this one first. This is Mr. Fantastic and this chick. Let's check out. They have a little back and forth. Let's check it out.
Floyd Mayweather got left.
What does that mean? Floyd Mayweather can't breed. What do you mean?
It don't matter about it. He's a fucking billionaire. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. So you think
it does matter
financially? So you think finances is
Chris Brown got left? Hold on, Chris. Let me keep going for you. Chris Brown got left. Michael B. Jordan got left. So if the top of the top niggas get left, it qualifies across the board. Poor, rich, regular, famous. It's never enough for y'all. Any nigga can get left.
Wow. So you validate your work based on other
Reality.
niggas.
No, reality.
No. Because you just named a nigga Floyd Mayweather. He can't read. So that means, because my thing is this: when you to qualify to be a man that leads a woman, you need to qualify in all aspects.
All right, so let's do this. Let's walk this down. I know, but hold on. So you don't run it over. So you say your contention with Floyd Mayweather can't read. Is Floyd Mayweather the only nigga that can't read?
No, I'm not.
All right, so let's walk it down. We gotta walk it down.
You gave
I know,
Mayweather.
and you're picking out the flaw in the man. So what I'm trying to tell you, I think you're missing what I'm saying is this: I'm giving you men that we consider at the top of the top, and that women will want these men because they're extraordinary men. They're wealthy. They're famous. They have all the shit that women want. What I'm telling you is, for every rich man that has that shit, it's a broke nigga that got that shit. It's a regular nigga that got that shit. And guess what they got? They fucking hoes too. They got baby mamas too. So what I'm telling you is, at every level, women leave niggas alone for whatever reason. Nobody's excluded, including myself. So those niggas that are the top of niggas, all time existence of niggas, okay, can be left alone. I can too. And I'm, as a man, I'm realistic enough to understand it.
Right. So you base your quality, your value based on the next man.
No, it's all men.
That's what it is. Because
no, it's all men.
All of those men you may think that they qualify to be as high value men, right? But they have different things. Just because they're financially stable,
is any man perfect?
There's other aspects that you're able to provide for a woman in order to be a leader. Correct?
Understood. So is any man perfect?
Therefore, you base your quality, your value based on the next man, and that's not. That's probably why you've been attacked.
Just because you keep repeating it, just because you keep repeating it, don't make it true, right? So
I know that.
To me, let him reply.
Yeah. So I'm trying to explain it to you, right? So you can follow me. I gave just famous dudes as what's name, because the niggas I know you don't know. So I have to use famous niggas for reference so everybody knows, not just us on the panel, even people in the audience, right? How many people watching him? 400 some people, whatever. How many people watching? Right? So shout out to 2,000 on Kick. So if I say my homeboy, we don't know who the fuck that nigga is, but I name famous people, that's a reference point, right? So I'm not basing my worst off of fucking famous niggas. I'm simply saying that I have an understanding, and shout out to them all, this is what men do that women don't do. I know that I'm never going to be Floyd Mayweather, Chris Brown, Michael B. Jordan. If them niggas can get left, okay? Michael B. Jordan can read. Michael B. Jordan was considered the most handsome man in the fucking world. And a thought bitch left him alone and said she had better options. If that nigga can be left, any nigga can be left. Floyd Mayweather got left.
What does that mean? Floyd Mayweather?
Oh man, what I basically watched here was basically what she did to me was say, I don't like what you're saying, so I'm going to try to mentally manipulate you into not feeling comfortable saying that. Think about what she's saying. So you're saying you base your value off other people? I mean, ain't that what y'all do when somebody say, hey, you know, you got a zero chance of finding a man if you're in this particular situation. You got all these kids, you a certain age, and they will quick as a heartbeat say, well, this person got it because they the same age and maybe they look way better than this chick or something like that. Like they do it. Like when Meghan Markle got married, they all celebrated because they like, hey, if she can find her prince, then I can too. Like when it comes to success, they will rank their ability to do it based off the highest. You know what I'm saying? So if you doing that, then what he's doing is the exact same thing, except he's looking at, hey, if the top people can fail, I can too. It's not saying that I'm going to fail. It's just that, hey, you got to have an understanding that it don't matter what you got going on. A chick will leave you. It just depends on the chick you're dealing with and why she comes up for leaving you. It could be a valid reason. You know what I'm saying? It could be a non-valid reason. It doesn't matter. They will leave you. There isn't. I mean, everybody should have that understanding, man or woman. But if you see evidence of the best getting left, and you're not the best of the best, you can't argue that. You know that you're not going to get delusional. Like, yes, I'm Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? No, you are who you are. So if they can get left, then anybody get left. Doesn't mean you're going to. It just know that that's an option. It's there. So I was able to find, and I wasn't looking. It was like 3-4 videos down, and she did another take. This her by herself. So let's see what she be saying. I guess this her channel. I didn't check it out. I just thought what she was saying was wild, and I saved the video. So let's get it.
I just want to say this: you don't get as much pussy as you think you get if you ain't never been clapped before. Niggas that get pussy for real, they been burnt at least one time. And I'm not saying that it's a flex to get burnt, but if you got a clean my chart, you not fucking like you think you is. Niggas that really be out here fucking, real life be fucking nasty bitches. They fuck hoes, they fuck sluts, like they fuck all type of bitches. Niggas that be really fucking bitches have no morals, no self-discipline. And that's why the fuck they be getting burnt. Free game. I just want to say
You can call that free game. This chick dumb as hell. So by that logic, you saying that it's so bad out here that if a man is screwing a lot of women, he gotta have quarter disease. That means there's so many women out here burning already that if he's out here screwing around, he had to catch something at least once. So it's like by you trying to insult the man, you inadvertently are insulting the woman too. You saying it's so bad out here with STDs with y'all. Hey, if you out here splashing in these waters, you coming out with something. That's a fact. She said it was a fact in the comments. I was like, man, this chick, she don't go past 2 inches in the water when it come to thinking. But anyway, let me check out another video. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's interesting. Let's see this one.
Why my mama can't come stay?
Your mama can't stay because I don't want your mama in this house. It's really simple. Your
But that's my mother. She
needs
needs a place to stay. She's having a financial hard time. I'm her only child.
Okay. Well, then her only child needs to be taking care of her mother.
Okay.
I don't need to be. You don't need to have your mama here. Your mama don't like me.
You take care of the bills and stuff here. So it's not like I'm capable of financially supplying for my mom. Like the best thing for me to do is be able to have her move in with us. What do you want me to do? Tell my mama no?
You don't got to tell your mama no. I'm gonna tell your mama no. Your mama don't like me, so I don't got no problem telling her no.
She's cordial with you. What do you mean? Don't even sit there and do that. She's cordial with you.
But she be talking shit behind my back though.
No, she don't.
Okay.
No, she don't.
Yes,
but
do.
You need to understand that there's no way I'm about to sit over here and allow my mom to not have a place to stay. Well, that's crazy. When she can come stay with us, we got a whole other room for her.
Call her nephews. Her nieces.
I'm her child. I am her child.
Well, then
it's not her nephew or her niece's responsibility to help my mom.
It takes a village. It takes a village.
And it do.
Okay, so your mama should understand that. She old enough to understand that. She talks shit about me. She old enough to understand that it takes a village.
Nico, like you don't even understand how hard this is of hearing from you. Well, this is difficult. Because you basically making me choose to help my mom or not.
No, you can help your mom. You just can't help her move into here.
Why though?
Because I don't want your mama staying with me.
But your goofy mama be staying over here half the time.
But my mama also respects you, even though she probably shouldn't. She still respects you, and she ain't talking shit behind your back. I take up for you anytime somebody talks shit about you.
That is crazy. That's crazy. I'm not the same way that you taking care of your mom, and your mom is able to come over here. I'm your wife. My mom should be able to do the same thing. This doesn't even make sense to me.
Well,
I'm not letting my mom go out like that. I don't care what you say.
Well, you don't have to let your mama go out like that, but she's not coming in here. Like I told you, I will help your mama. I will help your mama. She can get
help her get down here.
Well, I'll help her get down here, but she can't stay here. She can't. She got to go somewhere else and stay. We're gonna get her a hotel or something. But she's not living.
My mom is not staying. Are you out of your mind? My mom is not staying in a hotel. Are you crazy?
I'm not crazy. I just don't.
You go to a hotel because I'd be damned if my mom gonna stay in a hotel. I wouldn't even be able to rest knowing my mom is not taken care of. Why my mama can't come?
Good Lord. Let me bring up somebody who might got an opinion on this.
Arise.
What's going on, Zyrax? Oh, man. Did I bring her? She's up here, ain't she? Oh. Then bring her up to the stage. There you go.
How are you, Nino? It's okay.
All right. Hanging in there. Well, let me get this back to where it was. Trying to get the layout right. There we go. Okay. All right. Did you hear the video?
I only caught the end of it.
So, well, you get the gist of what's going on. You got a husband and wife, and the wife wants to move her mama in with them in the spare room And he's like, absolutely no, your mother don't like me. She talk behind my back. Whoopie whoopie whoop. And she basically trying, oh, you making it like I can't help my mama. And he's like, no, I'll help your mother. She just can't move in here. I'll help her get down here. I'll help her out or whatever she need to do. But he'll put her in a hotel or whatever. And she's like, I can't live with my mama in a hotel. You heard that was like the end, right? So, yeah, what do you think?
Now, to live or to just, to stay, for like a couple of days, like vacation.
No, to live.
To live?
She can't take care of her mama. Yeah, she got to move in.
To me, honestly, I would feel like some sort of way if my husband said that. But then like if he pays like that's your husband. If he feels some sort of way, then like I sort of I would understand though. Like I would try to find like other ways. Like if you have other siblings, can your other siblings take house the your mom? I mean, it sucks if she's like the only if she's the only child. If she's the only child and she feels like she has to take care of the mom, like say if the mom is sick or whatever, I think he should be understanding. Like I understand that maybe like he said, oh, she don't like him, she talks shit about him, but maybe her moving in might mend that relationship, right? Might change her opinion of him or whatever. So to me, when I first when I got with my husband, he wanted us to just live by ourselves, but I go, no, like your mom, if your mom wants to, we're not gonna have your mom live by herself. She can live with us, and yeah, like her, my mother-in-law's been staying with us, and I got no problem with that.
I don't know.
And that's part of our culture too, though, for like the son to take care of the mom, not necessarily the daughter to take care of the parents.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it like I'm kind of like I'm thinking like because I don't know exactly what she said about him. I don't know how much he likes him, dislikes him, or vice versa. I think he has a right to say no. I'm really trying to put myself there a little bit because me, if it's me, I'm gonna be like him at first because in my opinion, I'm like the ultimate like last resort. Like your butt cheeks about to hit the concrete. We about to exercise every option, and the fact of this man, hey, I put her in hotel. I couldn't bear him. And then you gonna call my mom a goofy? That ain't helping you. Are you talking shit about my mom and want me to help your mom? Like, yeah, I'm too petty for that. I'm sorry. We about to find, I heard an aunt and a nephew or something was willing to help, and she's saying, nah, I'm her child. I should be able to help. Well, you can't. You can't. You ain't making no money, apparently. You can't afford an apartment to put her in. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's my decision, my house.
Yeah.
But I feel what you're saying, though. You know what I'm saying? I just think her attitude need to be a little bit better than what it's been. And she need to stop trying to gaslight them.
Yeah, you would think that, like, if like your husband or, like your spouse don't really like your parents or whatever, and you want, you want your spouse to like you. You would approach it in a better way, not like definitely not like that. You would sort of try to butter. I mean, if I was her, I would try to butter him up, and yeah, butter him up or something.
Yeah, that's something you ask after you done something. You know what I'm saying? Go there. Use your imagination.
Exactly.
You got to be smart about these things.
Exactly.
All right, so let me got a couple more videos. Let me see. Let's check this one. Let's see what this one is because I think that one's just funny.
I had a good man last year. I let his ass go. He was a good man, but like I said, he was not my good man. He was everything that I mentioned. He did it, but in regards of what benefited him, and he demanded so much without considering who I am as a person.
Mhm.
He pay for everything.
Okay.
Any problem you had, he fixed it.
Okay.
Sex, he was good.
You broke it off.
I don't care.
Okay,
I ghost him.
Okay, finish. Okay.
For the simple fact, he wanted to have somebody love him in he was the only child.
Okay.
So he wanted me to treat him as like his mother, hoping that I would be super affectionate. And I'm not. So that used to aggravate him to the point that he'll yell to the top of his lungs, I deserve to be loved like this. You absolutely do. So go find you somebody else that can do that for you, because I cannot hold you. I can't do that. That's not who I am. Okay. It's not that I wasn't affectionate. He wants me to be super affectionate, and that's not something that I am. And I it's like, even if I try, I'm fake. I had a good man last year.
What you think about that, Zara?
That's pretty funny because I get her, because I'm the same way. Like, I'm not an affectionate person, you know, and my husband, there's a few times where he's like, like, can't you be more affectionate? I'm like, I could try. That's all I could do is try, and go from there.
Yeah, but you didn't ghost your husband. You know what I'm saying? You tried. You continue to try. But she said, "Fuck that. That ain't me." And I guess the way I look at it is like, she said he would do anything she wanted. You know what I'm saying? Anything she needed, he took care of it. And the one thing he was asking for, she was, I can't do that. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not me. Ooh, you would think it would be something major. What is it? He wanted me to be super affectionate.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is pretty nuts. For something small, as just be more affectionate, then you can't even try. It's, in a way, it's got nothing to do with if that's you or not. Like, to me, I think she just didn't really like him that way. Because if you really like the person, then you would definitely try. If they want something from you, then you would try to do it. At least put in some kind of effort.
Maybe she doesn't have it in her for her to like anybody past a certain point. And they don't realize that's required for, a relationship, for somebody to give you that kind of trust. You know what I'm saying? Like some affection, some that should be natural. You know what I'm saying? Usually when you're not super affectionate as a female, it's because of some sort of trauma or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is like, I don't know why I know I'm not the most affectionate person, but like you said, I can try. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ghost you because I'm not meeting the mark. I'm trying. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to leave you because of that shit.
Yeah, there's a difference between being like, like, I guess verbally, like affectionate, and physically like affectionate, right? So like for someone who's like me, we, grew up with, no kind of affection verbally or, physically. So it's, it was definitely hard. But like I said, I was willing to try, because that's how, that's because that is a way you show that you love, you love them. Affectionate is love, right? So if you love that person, then you would definitely try. And for a person to just go, oh, that ain't me. Yeah, that means that you're just not willing to show that person that you love them. Then, that's how I see it, though.
Yeah, to me, it sounds like she wants an unfair deal. Hey, do everything I want, and then I can be standoffish and treat you like you're just another guy, and not really kiss you like that, not really hug you like that, not really, baby you up, make you feel like I love you. I ain't doing none of that shit. But you do all that manly shit you supposed to do, nigga. You'd be surprised how many women, women have an attitude.
I don't think it's so much as like just having an attitude. I think it's like I said, they're not really into, their man like that.
Maybe then why are you with him? Why is that your man? I think if a man was doing that to a woman, that would be the first question. Why are you even messing with her if you ain't gonna be serious with her?
I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's complicated, you know. That's what it is. It's complicated. Nobody can explain these things because it's nature. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. You end up in positions you end up in, and time goes on.
See, if you're really attracted to this person, all you want to do is, be affectionate, right? And that's what I'm saying. See, if there's like not much, attraction, then, um, uh, I guess it just varies. It just depends who you are.
You got to think about what you're saying, because then that would apply to you.
I know, but then, and that's what, like I said, because I love him and I want to show that I love him. That's why I was willing to try. It's one thing to, because when it comes to verbally, that's like sort of easy, right? But then to be, to go up to him and hug him like in front of people, because again, my mother-in-law was living with us, and so it was like it's more of a shy thing. It's not that I didn't want to. It was just, like it was awkward and shy. And of course, after a while, then you get used to it, and then now it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I assume it is when somebody is not like openly affected, especially in public. You know what I'm saying? But like she sound like she just don't be hugging niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how she talk. Like that's me. I don't know. Maybe I guess what you saying is if it was somebody she was like super attracted to, them she would be that way. But I don't think so. I'm just going off what she said.
I still get like, I get shy when I see, watching a movie, you see people kiss and stuff. Yeah, like I still blush at that. Like, that's so stupid, but I don't know why. Like I still cover my eyes like I'm a little kid. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this would.
Well, I just got back from a fun trip to my man's office where I found out he has a work wife. When I got there was a plate of these brownies in the common room, and I said, "Oh my God, who made these? These are delicious." And he said, "Oh, my work wife." Come again. Not only have I never heard of such a person, but how long has this been going on? I don't like these jokes. I'm not into these kind of jokes. I'm not the kind of person who has a hall pass in a relationship. I don't do hall passes, work wives, work husbands. No, I don't do that. So in she trots and looks at me and said, "Oh, hi. I've heard so much about you. How do you like the brownies I brought today?" Unfortunately, bitch, they're delicious. You, on the other hand, deserve a... So I get introduced to Sylvia. Sylvia's been there for about 2 weeks. She's become very close to my man, who is her boss, and is now claiming to be his work wife. And he's in on the joke. He's in on it and has no shame whatsoever. Then Sylvia proceeds to tell me that, "Oh, I made the brownies and brought them in because I noticed that he doesn't ever come with a packed lunch." I'm sorry, is it 1952? I have a job myself. I have things to do myself. I don't pack his lunch. If he wants to get a lunch, he can make his own lunch or he can buy his own lunch. What I do is I'm the kind of wifey that comes to the office mid-afternoon after popping 2 spicy cubes. And since he's the boss, shut the door and close the blinds and do the damn thing. That's the kind of wifey I am, Sylvia. Anyway, this whole chat got me a little out of the mood. So I turned around, I drove home, and here we are. He doesn't quite understand why I'm pissed and why we didn't do our full spicy afternoon, but he's going to find out as soon as he gets home. And I think he should probably fire her, if I'm honest. I don't think I'm overreacting, but my friend told me I was overreacting. Do you think I'm overreacting? Well, I just...
Do you think she's overreacting? Is that right?
No, I don't know. Because she's only been there for 2 weeks. I think, yeah, a little bit. I think 2 weeks is, yeah, a little bit.
I would love to see what she looked like. That would tell me everything I need to know.
Yes, exactly. Uh-huh.
But should she be mad at him or her or both?
See, that's the thing. It depends how, like, like how he is, towards her. Um, I know she said that he's in on the joke, but then, like, how much, is he in on the joke? If he's like, oh yeah, she keeps calling, herself my, my work wife, whatever, like whatever. I don't see any, to me that doesn't spark like any red flags. But if he's like, like if he's constantly talking to her and sort of flirting with her, then yeah, I'm gonna be mad at, at him because to me, I like if your spouse, like if you're with a partner and they're gonna cheat, I don't think you should always like blame the other person. You should blame, your partner because they know that they're in a relationship with you. Sometimes, the person on the outside don't know. Well, in this case, this broad knows, and yet she still want to be, want to be a homewrecker. So you know what? Yeah, I think I would be mad at both.
Well, this sound like you got your arms crossed right now.
You're right.
No, but to me, I probably would have been cool with everything except when she told her, "Oh, he doesn't like." She kind of threw the whole, "He doesn't come with a packed lunch" in her
Yeah.
face. Like, oh wow, okay, now you playing the game, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been a joke. Because I think as long as he's not saying that that's his work wife, you know what I'm saying? If that's what she want to call herself, and it's a jokey joke amongst the office or whatever, then I think that's like okay. But I would understand if she got mad at that. But I don't think that's something she should be like, blowing up over. You know what I'm saying? Like laughing, like, oh, that made me feel funny. All right, we'll cut it out, babe. You know what I'm saying? Type situation. That's all it should have been. But when she played that game, now she after her job. I don't know if it should go that far. I think she just need to, nag a little bit about it, and then he'll check it and shut that shit down.
I would monitor. I would monitor it. A little bit. A little bit more. To see if anything. But if there's nothing, then yeah, there's nothing to. But then again, maybe I don't know because, like you said, she threw in that shot, right? And it seems like she's trying to, you know, she's trying to make. I don't know. To me, that kind of behavior, it it seems like she's trying to get at them, at her husband, and so I don't know.
Yeah, she look like she trying to test the waters.
Uh-huh.
She trying to check the temperature a little bit. Like, oh, how cool is she with this?
That's what I just don't understand. Like if you like a guy and then you find out he's married, it's like that's supposed to, you're supposed to be like, oops, my bad, But then yes, some women are like, ooh, I'm gonna keep going. It's like, God damn, that there's plenty of fishes in the sea. What? Oh, I just don't understand. Mm-mm.
You gotta remember he the boss. So
what?
I mean, you don't think women be out here trying to sleep their way to the top?
Yeah, there may be some, but then not majority.
It doesn't have to be for that to be the case, right? I'm just
But I
saying.
don't think that's what she's trying to do, though. I don't think she's was trying to sleep her way to the top. I think she was just trying to sleep with him.
Yeah,
Because
why
he's
was
a boss.
Yeah, and it's certain benefits that come with sleeping with the boss.
Like, okay. Like, find your own boss, bitch. Like, what the fuck?
Damn, she about to slap her for it. Don't slap her.
Sorry, my bad. Let me stop.
Let me
Got me cussing.
Let me jump to this other video. They kind of set us up for the little Myron Games debate.
Mm.
It ain't got nothing to do with Myron, but the logic is similar. So let's check it out. Mm-hmm. My bad. Let me put it to big screen.
again.
Hey, Beach Farmer, I'm glad you responded to my video. Talk about the most important part. Glad you ate the race bait up.
Sister, how you gonna set a trap for me? I fall into it, and then you get barbecued on the internet and roasted and ratioed in your own comments. Like, for real, you're about as good at setting traps as Wile E. Coyote. The whole time, what we were saying was that y'all aren't spitting facts. You're just trying to race bait and agitate black people. And now here you are saying it out loud.
But don't worry. I'm prepared today.
I promise you, you are not ready.
Chapstick is on. Chapstick is on, and look what I have. Who would have thought?
I think you're going to want to upgrade to Astroglide for what comes next.
If I was you,
You would be taller, better educated, and more thoughtful.
and I really wanted to negate Athena, who was also wrong,
We know.
let's also point out where she was wrong.
No need. I already did it. Twice.
Black people didn't create slavery.
Big fundamentals.
You can't blame one race for slavery. You can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. It's 100% white people's fault. And let me explain to you why, very simply. Even if you were to take away all of the black folks who ever owned slaves, and most of them only owned slaves anyway because they were buying their family members so they wouldn't get sold down the river. If you were to get rid of all of them, slavery would not change one bit. Nothing would change. There were very few of them. It really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But if you got rid of the white people that were serving in the oppressor role, not just the slave masters, but the people that owned the slave ships, the slave ports, the slave yards, the auction houses, the people that were ensuring that whole supply chain, the people that were driving colonialism that drove the inhaling of land that made slave labor necessary, all the people that created, enforced, interpreted the laws around slavery, that was 100% white people. You get rid of that, slavery collapses that day. See, here's the thing that people like Anthony Johnson, like Vincent OJ, who I can't believe.
I'm just pausing this for fair use. But he says some deep stuff because I heard that's like the second or third time I heard that white people didn't start slavery or something like that. Or something along those lines. They didn't start it or they're not responsible for it. I don't know. Just excusing shit. And I like the way he broke it down, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much caused the need for it to be, you know what I'm saying? You know, if there's a supply and demand, basically, you know what I'm saying? They made the demand, so that amps up the supply. You have to get it from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So it caused them to have to actually get more and more and more, you know what I'm saying? So if you take away the demand, then naturally you take away the supply.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going.
Y'all didn't mention, and people like you who kind of stand for these white institutions need to know. At the end of the day, they don't like you. Anthony Johnson wasn't able to pass his property down to his heirs because he's black. Vincent OJ, they killed his uppity ass. And you notice how most of your posts where you're kind of trolling black people a little bit, doing your race baiting, as you have just admitted here. You notice how usually in your posts you've got white people kind of kikiing along with you about, oh, they don't want to hear that, blah, blah, blah. And you notice how you just got ratioed by a bunch of black and white people in your most recent post. You notice how nobody came to defend you? You notice how by yourself you are in those comments? Hey, lady, they don't care about you. They don't even like you. They don't respect you. What you need is actual white friends, okay? For example, this right here is an actual white friend. Notice how he has loaded up an enormous case, a truckload of eggs, and he built me a slaughterhouse just because he's my buddy. Isn't that right, buddy? All I'm saying is, if you have any self-respect whatsoever, stop letting these white folks use you. Stop being their mouthpiece and the thing they hide behind to say the awful things that they feel like they can't say. Come on home. They hate you.
Yeah, so let me explain who this guy is. I found this guy because he kind of runs a farm in Virginia. And he has a bunch of chicken and he sells eggs and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But he's a smart guy, man. He, you know, and he said he studied a lot of books on history and stuff like that. So he be knowing what he talk about. He, amongst his funny videos, he does do serious videos where he gives a lot of good information. And The dude that I
It's
think uses
interesting.
fair logic. What'd you say?
No, it's interesting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he uses fair logic. So I figure I'll play one of his videos because it touches on kind of what we be talking about with some of these black guys that just make it their business these days to, point at every negative thing and talk shit about black people every day, every show, every other show. You know what I'm saying? And they cater to, maybe a majority white audience. You know what I'm saying? The good old boys come in because they like that shit. But if they under the delusion that these motherfuckers like you, they don't. And that's what I played this video because Myron had to find out the hard way. As a matter of fact, Mr. He said played a video. I had seen that video before, but I don't have it. But he played a video before where another white guy was telling him, hey man, we don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? You can get the fuck out. So this next video I'm about to show is basically he about to have a debate with a white supremacist, a real skinhead.
Yo, I am sick as a dog.
Got a bald head. My bad. Wrong video. But yeah, he got a bald head and everything. Let me see, where is that?
Oh, damn.
Well, that's interesting. Let me go check it out.
Is that correct or no?
I would argue there's some truth to that. Yeah.
You think so?
Hold on, let me find it.
What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, Myron. Yeah,
Hey.
so I'm a white nationalist, white supremacist.
All right, cool.
I was here. I debated Destiny a few months ago.
Nice. Okay.
And yeah, so I don't agree with you when you say that none of us exist. Obviously, I want to deport the non-whites. I want to get rid of the blacks.
Well, I didn't say you guys don't exist.
Okay, so
I said that it's not like a viable excuse anymore to claim systemic racism
but we
or.
are real, right? You agree white nationalism and white supremacy is real?
Yeah, it exists, but it's not to keep anyone from success. Is
And
my argument.
Do you support white nationalism?
I support any group's people to exercise nationalism. I've been very vocal about this. I think if people want to be black nationalists, people want to be Mexican nationalists, people want to be nationalists in general, and they love their group of people, that's fine. I've always thought it was weird how white nationalists can't be white nationalists without being called some pejorative term or lose job opportunities. Meanwhile, other groups of people can be nationalists with no consequence. So I think I think every group of people should be able to be proud of their skin and their heritage.
So that's going to be a civil war.
What I would say to that is I know what a nationalist is. A nationalist is somebody who's like, they love their country. You know what I'm saying? They all about their country first type people. The problem with white nationalists is racists like to hide behind that word. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They like to hide behind that word. They call themselves white nationalists, but in reality, just white supremacists. But white nationalists was probably more acceptable back in. Well, I don't know if it ever was acceptable, but we it's a dog whistle. We know what it means, and I know Myron is smart enough to know that.
Of course,
so he want to play dumb, like for somebody to say they low IQ so much. You know what I'm saying? You should know that shit, right? Or you got low IQ. So
these Orthodox Christians, let me show you. Go ahead.
I don't even believe that. They just entitled because if you're treating people bad, that's completely against what Jesus wanted. No way around it.
Right? If there's black nationalists, white nationalists, Latino nationalists, that's just going to be a civil war, correct?
Well, I think that there's ways to mitigate that and exist in harmony. I mean, Lincoln Rockwell had a great admiration for Malcolm X.
Nationalism literally means we don't want to live in harmony. We want to have our own nation.
Well, you can do that segregation. You can do it via. There's other ways to go about it, but
so with the Civil Rights Act, we want to repeal the Civil Rights Act. You are against that, correct?
I just don't think that's a viable that's a realistic option in 2026.
So repealing
I understand that you want to repeal it, but we have to be realistic as like, are you really going to be able to repeal that in 2026 and beyond?
I actually think we will, but
okay.
Do you think that's more?
See, he don't want that thing getting repealed because that would directly affect him. Because civil rights is for all people of different races. So he not falling for that. No, he's not taking away civil rights because I benefit from that. You know what I'm saying? But instead of saying that, he said that bullshit.
I know.
or less likely than repealing the 19th Amendment?
Well, the 19th Amendment, you know, I think that's if we want to talk about the 19th Amendment, that's actually created a lot of the issues that we have. But I think, yeah, we'd probably be able to repeal I think it'd be easier probably to repeal the 19th Amendment
Okay,
versus.
but once we repeal the 19th Amendment, the entire reason that white nationalists want to do that is because then women won't vote and then we'll win on white nationalism, correct? Isn't that the entire goal?
I don't know about that, man. I mean, the reality is that you know, whites are, you know, dropping off when it comes to the majority, and then
we want to stop that. We want to get rid of the.
Of course, I get that. I get that. But the other reality also is that many of the whites aren't going to vote for that. You're right. Like, this is a very small subset of people that believe that way. Which, again, this is the beauty of the United States of America. We can have this discussion. You know,
and so
the First Amendment.
JQ arguments, right? And so one of the JQ arguments, I watched your video with Louis Theroux, the behind the scenes. You mentioned a lot of JQ arguments, but the one that you didn't mention was the whole idea that immigration is Jewish. Do you believe that immigration is Jewish?
That was brought up, but he actually cut that out.
Okay.
We did a lot of discussion. He cut out, like, we did hours of discussion. He cut all that stuff out.
So you believe that the Jews are trying to replace white people in America? Is that correct or no?
I would argue there's some truth to that. Yeah.
You think so?
And it's kind of funny because they don't practice that in their own state at all.
And so you don't think that we should stop that, or we should continue it, or what's your opinion?
Well, I think immigration needs to be at this point extremely selective if we're going to.
We're already a minority. If we don't do mass deportations, what's the point at this point?
Well, again, you're going to argue from that perspective because of your perspective, and
Am I right
understand.
or am I wrong?
Yeah, well, that you can make that argument, but I do think that there is some merit from bringing in people from other places
and then also with the
that
legal
have some skill set.
Like,
okay,
so do you support legal immigration? Do you not support it? What's your opinion on that?
So I think immigration works, but it's got to be, we have to fix it. We need an immigration moratorium for several years.
Again, something that benefits him. His parents are immigrants. You know what I'm saying? He's selective, you know? But that's why it's a reason why he got this line of questioning. He's not just thinking he had this already ready prepared. It's supposed to be a debate. I don't know what they're debating on right now. Seems like an interrogation. But I don't know. You got anything for that? Is that right?
Well, there's a lot that I do want to say about this, but I'm not going to because, yeah, go ahead, play the clip. Sorry.
We need to fix our visa system. We need to fix our border. We need to fix the sanctuary city problem. We need to fix our asylum issues. We have so many problems when it comes to immigration. It's literally
so which
a
people would you
quagmire. It's a
allow into
disaster.
America? So which people would you actually allow into America?
I would go off of more of a O visa type thing where we would want people that are exceptional, that are really good at what they do, where we can't necessarily replace that skill set here. We don't have that skill set.
So a bunch of high IQ, like Chinese, is that what you like? Which nation?
Yeah, we would want to bring in the best and the brightest, and obviously be able to compete with some of our adversaries.
White people in America with Chinese people, is that correct?
Well, it's not necessarily about replacing.
Okay, dilute.
So here's the problem. Let me be blunt about this because I've had this criticism of white people and white men in general. You guys have to get your women in check.
I
you
know
guys
that.
don't have your women in
Yeah,
check.
I agree.
Let's talk about white people.
He came out of nowhere with that. What does that have to do with what he was just saying?
Good deflection.
It was an excellent deflection. He's like, you know what? I got this. I already had something prepared for if a white person came at me. You ain't gonna get your women in check.
It's always the women.
He goes, why when he get pressured, Myron always goes straight to ad hominems, straight to insults.
Of course. That's his character. My bad. No.
Hey, say what you want. Let's keep going.
You guys don't have your women in check at all. White women in general don't want to date white men. A lot of them, are totally cool with being whores. A lot of them put off and push feminist propaganda. They're fooled by the Jews. They tend to be very impressionable. You guys need to get your women in check. And that is why you guys have the birthing crisis that you guys have, is because white women don't necessarily subscribe to having children young, having big families. They'd rather pursue,
Yeah. So actually, the reason that I'm here is because when I was on Twitter, all the Wignat chicks told me to come here and to ask you to stop shitting on women. That was actually the original argument I was supposed to have.
No,
with you.
we need to continue shitting on them because they're the reason why you guys are getting replaced, quite frankly.
Okay,
So you should be having this discussion with your white women, actually, to be honest with you.
I mean, like, look, so you're here shitting on white women, is that correct?
Yes, a lot of them subscribe to progressive ideologies that are the reason why you guys are quickly declining
Myron,
in
listen,
citizenship.
you're not white.
Sorry.
We don't need you talking to white women, trying to, interact with them at all.
And that's the problem.
Right off
That's
the
the problem. I don't need to be white to give a. See, here's the thing. You're behaving like a black person now. You're chimping out. You're literally behaving like a white person.
Sound familiar? Sound familiar? All this shit is strategy. He had my bad. He had the one move right there where I'm gonna talk about the white women, and then as soon as he got him a little trigger, oh, he's chimping out. He's chimping out. It's all just actions. Like I don't know.
Well,
Have the debate, sir.
I don't understand. Like that behavior exists in all of us, regardless of color. So why is he, saying that it's a, oh, well, you're acting like,
A black person.
yeah.
That's what he said. You're acting like a black person. Are you not a black person, sir? Is that why you act that way?
It's like, Jesus. That's.
Nuts. Let's keep going.
Myron,
You are behaving like a
Myron,
black
you are
person.
losing.
So here's the
You
difference.
lost.
See, here's the funny
They're
part.
not your women, Myron.
When I criticize black people, they'll sit there and say stupid shit like you're saying. You're not black, so you can't criticize us.
They're
You're doing
right.
the same
They're right.
chip
You're
out
not
shit
black.
right now.
You're grifting.
Because I
You're
don't have to
grifting
be.
'cause you're
I don't.
grifting.
See, here's the thing.
You're grifting.
Hey, Baldy, age of 47, relax.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Age of 47, relax.
No.
Here's the thing. I don't have to be white to be able to identify white problems as to why you guys have the problem you guys have. Clearly, you don't have the platform or the ability to tell these women to get back in the fucking kitchen. So guess what? Now I got to do it for you because you don't have the platform to do it. So the reality is that, look, man, you can do what you want to do. You can say what you want to say. You can be a white nationalist. Cool. I actually fight and defend for your ability to do so. But if we're going to have this discussion about white replacement, etc., well, who controls and who are the gatekeepers of sex? It is the woman. So stop complaining. Stop crying because you sound like a fucking black right now. Let's be honest. You have a victim mindset. Stop being a pussy. Get out there. Tell your women. Stop being whores. Stop subscribing to feminism. Start creating families. Start going in the church. Start getting some white babies.
Can I respond?
Sure.
Okay, so look, to some degree, I actually do agree with you. But here's the thing. The problem here is that, yeah, we white people, we got to figure out what the roles are going to be for white men, white women. The problem is I've talked to a lot of white folks. We don't want your Muslim, get the women back in the kitchen, put a garbage bag on their head. We don't want that. So when you're promoting that stuff, that's never going to work for us. Do you understand that?
Promoting Islam?
Yeah, you're Islamic. We don't want your Islamic values.
Actually, if you watch my podcast, I don't really talk about religion ever.
Your literally view of women is basically Islamic, correct? That you hate them?
No. Actually, I would argue that. Are you Christian?
No, I'm an atheist.
That explains everything. Yeah.
You got him. This is wild. Hey, now I don't know who I don't dislike more. I mean, I think I dislike them both the same. Maybe they both equally annoying to me right now. But Myron is basically putting on the show. This guy is he pissed off at this point. But it's interesting to see how these motherfuckers think. And like I talk to a lot of white people, they feel the same way. So I don't know. Maybe there's a division amongst the white folk. Because I know all the white folks ain't thinking like he thinking. But I wonder how many think like him. You know what I'm saying? I do wonder that. Let me see.
This guy just hates everybody, including God.
While I'm here, Myron, also just for the record,
God is black. I don't worship him. No, Jesus wasn't there.
Myron, one more thing I gotta tell you.
So yeah, like
1 second. Let me just say one more thing.
My thing is because you're coming in from a position where you don't know. I don't promote Islam. I'm actually very I respect religion. I understand religion, but I kind of find it funny because Islam, Christianity, the Abrahamic religions in general kind of solve this problem. So maybe you might want to find God.
Yeah, I hate them all. No.
Okay, that's the problem. You might want to find God, and that would help you.
But no, listen. Your view of women is basically Islamic. You hate them. You want them to wear a garbage.
No, it's
bag.
based
You
on all
want
the
them to be
Abrahamic
in the
religions.
kitchen.
Devout Christians, devout Jews, and devout Muslims would agree with me that women need to be subservient to men. That's how it's always worked.
Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, shit, we got the Karen. Let's go.
I literally have no idea who you are.
Okay, so I don't know what.
Damn, got another white person up on against. I mean, hey,
Wow.
these people don't like you, Myron. You know what I'm saying? They don't like you. And it seems like, and this is how I know you want their approval. Because when he was going at you, you tried to reassure him, hey, man, you acting like a black. Remember, we don't like the blacks, remember?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Calm down. You know, I'm part of the team.
I know. I'm on your side.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep going. Let's see a little bit what this lady got to say.
Just happened. Female entitlement. She
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just cut the line. Whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say? Age of 47 or no?
Who are you?
Age of 47.
Yeah, one more thing. I'm 1/4 Ashkenazi, just FYI.
That makes sense. Very Jewish. Very Jewish. That makes sense. A white nationalist that's a Jew. That's crazy, bro. Hey, guys, you guys better not let him in. He's trying to infiltrate and subvert, man. Everybody
what
knows
is
if a
your
Jew comes into a
name?
white nationalist group, you guys are cooked. FBI is looking.
What is your name? If you're literally going to stand here, if you're going to sit there and tell women that they need to get back to the kitchen, state your name.
You know, it's kind of funny. No, you're
your
good.
name.
No, it's kind of funny. She's so we got a
State
Karen. Cut
your
everybody
name.
in line.
He just called me a
Right?
Karen, didn't he?
You are a Karen. You cut everybody in line. There's a line behind you. There's a line behind you.
He
Obviously, showing the
literally
female
told me
privilege. I don't know why you're over here talking on a microphone when you should be in a kitchen somewhere.
No, she ain't doing nothing. I thought she was with him, but I guess he just finished saying what he had to say. This Myron turned it into a joke fest. But
She wasn't with him?
no, I don't think she's some random chick that heard what he had to say on the mic. It was like, no, I gotta go up here and say what I gotta say. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, let's play a little more and see. 'Cause and she looked for the guy and she was like, but what she said was he said I could come up here. I don't know. Maybe she knows the other guy. Let's see.
And she's like, state your name, as if like you are you that dumb where you can't like figure it out?
This is a load of shit.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, what am I? Hold on. Hey, woman, what am I wrong about specifically? Karen, what am I wrong about? Yeah, they never.
That was a waste of time. I don't even know why she did that. State your name. Guess they got to do something.
I wonder if that's true. You know, these white nationalists, they're not atheists.
I think he is. I think some of them might be. I don't think they are like. I don't think they just one like thing. You know what I'm saying? They multiple things, multiple people with different beliefs. So
I don't know. It's sort of confusing because sometimes I feel like these people, I think they just lie because then, you know, because if he says, oh, you know, yeah, he's a Christian or whatever, then, you know, maybe if like, you know, because he said he watched Myron, so maybe Myron's able to, I don't know, refute like, you know, religious claims and stuff. And so he has to go, I'm atheist, to therefore hopefully to get the, you know, to not get, I guess, pushback. You get what I'm saying? You know, like whenever we watch these kind of debates, that's usually how it is. It's like, you know, I'm, you know, who has the better dunk, who's, you know, and a lot of times, because these people are really who, you know, who they say they are, especially when it comes to, you know, white nationalists, it's because they're usually following like some kind of religion, and it's usually Christianity or Orthodox Christian. I mean, it's why they, you know, they have the beliefs that they have.
Yeah, but I have a hard time calling somebody Christian that's willing to be in public and say he's not. Because there's a lot of people that say they're Christian, but they don't know a damn thing about Christianity. Nor do they follow anything in Christianity. They go by what they heard, a little bit what they know. They got a Bible they never read, you know. So some people aren't really Christian. If you could just say, yeah, I'm an atheist just to try to get one on the debate, you don't believe in it for real. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did, you would know how God looks at something like that.
Well, yeah, that's what thing maybe Myron should have asked him, okay, so if you don't believe in, a God or whatever, like why do you believe, the things that you believe? Why do you think, you know, what makes you think that you have, authority over, this country that, we could that they felt like, they could just go, oh, you know, this country's ours, anybody else, like get the hell out of here.
Entitlement, because the people that took over this country are the same color they are.
Just because they're white, like
Yeah, they think they're that shit. They think this is theirs. They don't realize that they gave it to everybody else. Can't renege on it now, right? You know what I'm saying? If they want to get people out that's illegal, I can't put too much of an argument on it. But when you start saying people of different colors don't belong here, then now you overstepped your bounds.
well, yeah, why do you feel like, your so-called race or whatever is superior? Like why do you like see these are the questions I think I wish mine would have asked, because if he's really a so-called white nationalist or whatever, it would be good to know why he thinks, I know some people don't give a shit, but I'm just saying, I think it's
Myron's going to make a show out of it. He's going to clown you, try to get people laughing, get you off your. See what it does? It gets you off your game, because it went from him berating him with questions to him stumbling and trying to find other questions that didn't really matter.
well, no, I don't think Myron would do that, because because then if he did a show on, because then don't you think he would be, ostracizing like a good chunk of his supporters? That's why, his answers, that's why he answered the way he answered, right? Like when it came to, immigration and stuff. Like even he's like, oh, like you could believe, oh, you believe that, you believe this way. Oh yeah, that's good. That's all good. I support that. It's like, why would you support people believing that you are inferior to them? Like why? That's the part that I don't understand.
I think he made a mistake and misjudged the crowd he was in front of. Because by him saying he was he'd be better off saying he was Christian. Because you had a crowd was like, oh, they might have been in the Bible Belt or something like that. He doesn't believe in God. And I was like, oh yeah, got him. I guess that explains everything, y'all. You don't even believe in God. At least I believe in a God. The same God, actually. You know what I'm saying? Just a different way.
That's funny, because he was saying that, oh, like he doesn't believe in, so these white nationalists, I guess they don't believe in traditionalism when they see, that's why, like, I'm like, I don't know, like he doesn't sound like your I don't want to say you're typical, but then, a person who actually believes in it, because, those people, which typically are, followers of, the dude, the I don't want to say his name, but the far right, like, yeah, they believe a woman should be in the, should belong in the kitchen, which Myron supports.
Yeah, those would be the Christian belt. You know what I'm saying? Most of the right is like strong Christians. You know what I'm saying?
And even this Manosphere space, okay, to be honest, y'all believe that we should stay in the kitchen.
I personally don't care if you work or not, but I would like you to get your ass in the kitchen at some point. Like, that's just something I would want. I mean, women have their preferences, and every time a man has a preference, it's a fucking problem. I don't get it. And our preferences be light, because if you're an adult, you're going to have to get in the kitchen. What do you mean? You have to cook at some point. I would hope, unless you're going to live off of DoorDash and 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but there's a difference between, there's a difference between like a person that, yeah, you should cook, than, a person than, saying that woman belongs in the kitchen, then, she shouldn't work.
But I've never really heard nobody say that unless they were like extremely joking. You know what I'm saying? But I've never heard nobody be like, "Oh, your place is in the kitchen and that's it." I don't think that's a majority consensus. A lot of times that's done on attack mode when you arguing or debating with some woman that's telling you they ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah, that
'Cause
triggers me every time.
if you need her to work, she gonna work, right? You know what I'm saying? If he trying to
Yeah.
run a business and she can do something to help that business, he gonna put her to work. But if he got it, why wouldn't she be in the kitchen? If he can take care of everything and handle the bills easily, along with saving, why wouldn't she be in the kitchen, cleaning the house, taking care of that part?
Just because he could, he could afford, to pay everything and stuff, don't mean that, since he's able to pay all the bills, that then she could just, she should be in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, you can put that money you have to spend on fucking chefs and maids and save that bread for the future, for his retirement. That's going to benefit both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or for a little vacations you want to go on. You know what I'm saying? That's money that could be saved or used for something else more important.
Well, yeah,
You
I'm not
can
going.
handle that.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I understand that, but then, she could still have a career or work, and, and both could be in the kitchen. Why does it always got to be her? Why does it always got to be the woman in the kitchen? That's the part that irritates me. Like, God, like, you
Not
got
all.
hands, you know how to cook. I thought men are, the best chefs.
You know what it is? It's kind of similar to that woman I was talking about earlier. You hear something you don't like, and then you come up with something that kind of makes you try to make them feel bad, you know what I'm saying, to get them off their position. Because if you really think of it in reality, there are guys that do cook. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a reality. There's some guys that want her to cook, and if that's the case, you need to find a woman that like to cook. But to act like that acts of a man, when women ask for a man to pay for her bills, nails, whatever else, Birkin bags, cars, whatever else they could think of, trips, and a man say, "Hey man, can you be responsible for cooking for me?" It's like, oh my God, it's like something so bad. Like, it's not. That's nothing. Because you cook for yourself, right?
I understand that.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, but I just don't like that. It's all when we talk about this stuff, it's always, it's straight like like the women, like anything that has to do with cooking, it's the women. It's like men could cook too. Ain't nothing wrong with men cooking. I understand, but this you act like women don't pay the bills also. That women don't buy, stuff for the man. And so she does that, and to get, the first thing, when it comes to dinner, women, you.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we saying cook, why is it a problem? Because when y'all say pay these bills, then we got to pay the bills.
Women pay the bills too.
Yeah, and some men cook too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna do that, you know what I'm saying, you can't, like, the way you're having this discussion, you moving where it's convenient. The reality is there are men that cook. There's some men that cook more. Your man cooks. He cooks more than you do.
I don't know about that, but
That's what you say. He cook dinner every night.
I've been with them for almost 15 years,
But now he do.
Oh my
right?
God, just the past couple, past 2 years.
And he get the credit for now. He cooking the most right now. My point is, there's men that cook.
I know.
What I'm saying? Let's not get distracted here. All right. There's men that cook. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is not valid. You're making a false statement.
Fine.
Like, when I say cook, I think it's deeper than what you take it. When I say I want my woman to cook, I want her to be in charge of the groceries that come in the house, the seasoning that come in the house. You know what I'm saying? Mostly what we gonna be eating for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Or at least I know some women don't like making decisions. You know what I'm saying? On what they gonna cook. But at least if you like, hey baby, like a woman that'll come to you, hey baby, what you want to eat? And I say what I want to eat, and she go cook it. That's great. Because I'm sure she want a man that if she go, hey, you know, I'm short. Can you pay for my nails? And he go, yeah, sure. Go ahead. You're not going, well, I got to pay for it. You should pay for it. When he say that, what does he sound like?
Why do you have to like compare to like, you know, doing nails and stuff as if like the woman doesn't pay for her own nails? So you're
I
saying the
just
women are just
said,
asking?
you're not
No,
listening.
I'm talking about stick to
Oh,
cooking, you know.
no, listen. It's just an analogy. You can bring it back to cooking if you want, but listen to the actual analogy. I said she comes to her man saying, hey, I'm a little short this month. Can you pay for my nails? Meaning she usually pays for them, right? And you pay for them this time. And he go, no, you pay for it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What does he sound like?
No,
He
but
sound
see,
like kind of an asshole.
yeah, but then that's a little bit different because, you know, cooking is it's like a daily, you know, a daily chore, right? And so I don't think it's fair to compare to like, you know, oh, doing your nails, something that you do like, you know, every, you know, every other, you know, week or whatever. But I'm
All right.
just saying, like, you know, as to me, it just feels like when it comes to just cooking, it's all the expectation is always the woman. The woman has to, you know, like, oh, what do you want for dinner? I don't ever hear, you know, the man goes, you know, oh, what do you want for dinner, babe? You know, I'll cook something for us. No, it's never that.
Oh, I've
It's
never heard a
automatically
woman.
the woman
I
kitchen.
never heard a woman say, "Oh, let me change that tire for you." Oh, let me cut that grass for you.
You know, what did I just say? Cooking is
It's
like a
certain.
daily chore. Cooking and cleaning.
So
Changing the
what? You
tires,
cook
that's
for
only
yourself.
if like the tire goes flat.
All right, you single. Who's cooking for you every day? Why
Well,
is
of
this
course.
not an issue when you by yourself? But when a
Well,
man
because
come
there's no
along,
expectation.
you gotta make a little more. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, instead of making this, which most of the time you make enough for two, but you might have leftovers. So instead, now when you make something, you don't have leftovers.
Well,
You know what I'm
same
saying?
goes to you too. You cook every day, right? You eat too. So what can you cook a little bit more too?
Because the expectations you got from me are different. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why it's a hard ask when y'all ask for us to come correct on the money. Could you imagine a man saying, yeah, she got to make this amount of money or she got to pay this amount of my bills or I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could do that. And we come in from the beginning paying. The first date, we got to pay. You know what I'm saying? So we already investing before we even know if the product really want to be there or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving up time, but we giving up that same time. It's already lopsided. Cooking isn't a hard ask. I don't know how it was so much easier for women 50 years ago to do it because women worked back then too. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother worked too, and she didn't mind coming home cooking every day and on a Sunday. My grandfather would cook every now and again, but she never complained about cooking because she liked to cook. This argument I'm having, the women that feel that way are women that don't like to cook, and that's a personal problem. I don't know why you don't like to cook when you got to eat.
Well, I don't know why you don't like to cook when you like to eat too. That's what I'm saying. It goes both ways, Nino. Both ways.
It don't, because everything else don't go both ways. It's only what the man wants, then it's both ways. Whatever the man asks for,
Oh my God.
y'all don't want to get. I'm telling you, if you listen to the woman's complaints, anything a man wants, black man want a woman with natural hair. Does he get pushed back? Black man wants smaller women. Does he get pushed back? Black men want nicer women. Does he get pushed back? Black men want women to smile at him more. Does he get pushed back? He get pushed back at everything he wants and gets complaints about everything he ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm really to stick on it. A man can have an expectation that a woman should cook. You cook for yourself every day. I don't get it. I feel like if a woman has that type of attitude about cooking for you, she don't want you for real, especially if she like to cook. Because I ain't never heard a chick get upset that like to cook about cooking some extra. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to feed strangers.
No, it's not the cooking part that is the problem. It's again, it's the expectation that it's the woman first that has to cook.
Yeah, we got expectations too, just like y'all do. So what?
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. We got expectations too. We allowed to have them, you know,
Yes, you are. Yeah, of course. Personally, yes. On
without
an individual
without
level, yes.
without the pushback. You have to address the individual, right? Because you having this discussion with me. I'm
Yeah.
basically arguing from a standpoint of that position, but that's not my actual position for me personally. I don't mind cooking every so often, but I would have an issue if the chick had an issue with cooking, and her response to me when I'm like, "Hey, I want you to cook," is "You got hands, you cook." You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a problem because I guarantee I've never had a relationship where a woman didn't fully expect for me to give her what the fuck she was asking for.
We don't all get what we want.
We don't. I say no a lot, but I don't say no to simple shit.
I understand.
Well, I did not know that Myron Gaines video was so short, but I do got another video we can check out.
Okay.
You can watch this video about.
We do not hate having obligations and duties, expectations. Jesus Christ, Gio. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I don't think you understand how it comes off to us. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like y'all don't want to get like that lady. She didn't want to give up more affection. And then it's like y'all have these reasons as to why y'all can't give the simplest shit. You know what I'm saying? The simplest shit, you know? But want the world from a man. Want it all. Y'all accept that he can't give it all, but you still want it. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, who don't want it all? We all want it all, but we can't have it all. But I'm just saying, I'm not again as it's not the cooking part. I don't think women have a problem with cooking. It's again, it's I guess like it's like if we're both tired, can I rely on YouTube? Like, oh, I got you, or like I'll cook without having to ask. It's more like that. So like, if we both go home, like we both get off, right? Then it's like if say if I don't cook, then you're not gonna cook too.
Maybe it depends on how tired I am. What are the jobs that we have? You know what I'm saying? Are you at an office building all day when I'm doing construction? You know what I'm saying? Like some of these things, these nuances matter. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what sometimes my answer depends.
Yeah, but I think in general, you know what I'm saying? What's the situation? In general, the man has the harder jobs. You know what I'm saying? We know this.
Okay. I know. I shouldn't even like argue this, because it doesn't like, because I know I have it easy. So like I shouldn't even been like shouldn't even be arguing from this perspective. But I try to argue for what I think is sort of like the general consensus of women, these married women.
Married woman sounded spoiled to me.
My God. I'm spoiled. Okay, yes, I'll say that. I am. But, the rest of these married women, I don't think so, because they're working, they're trying to juggle, a household and stuff like that. So
I would think a woman would want to be in charge of their family's nutritional needs. That used to be a big thing. You in charge of making sure your children and your man eat good, so he ain't got to worry about a work wife making brownies and bringing them to work. He come to work with his own brownies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily that she don't like she don't want to be. I see. We live in of course here in America, like where both like pretty much have to work, right? And so when both are working, when you work, yeah, you're busy and you don't have time to like sort of worry about that kind of stuff. You know, you just go shopping and you come home and then like you do the daily task. You know, I think if like say see, I'm able to do that because my husband makes enough to pay the bills where I don't have to go to work. So yeah, so I mean you would think that me being a stay at home mom or wife, then the time that I have will be focused on nutrition, the kids, education, all these other stuff. But again, I just because I'm so called spoiled, I'm stay at home. A lot of other mothers or wives, they have to work, so they're not going to have the time to to really focus on the super important stuff. Because a lot of times it's not so much as they're trying to keep up with lifestyle. Because I know there's that talking point. Oh, they want to live that. They want to keep up with the Joneses. Although I would say a lot of people do, but I think I think it's safe to say that they're just trying to stay afloat. I don't think the average guy makes enough, and so she has to work too. And they're just trying to pay bills and trying to.
Do she have to work or do she want to work?
You know what? Like maybe I would say 20 years ago. Yeah, maybe she don't have to, but today where gas prices is $5, like almost $6, she has to work. Groceries are expensive.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. If the guy makes average, then she's gonna have to work.
So how does because like if she has to work and she's single, she still got to find time to cook for herself. She still got to keep her house clean. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. I think that's what you're supposed to do, right? So how does that change to a point where she can't do that same thing in a man's house?
No, she can't. But then you don't think single. When you're single, you typically eat out. You don't really eat in. And plus, when you eat in, if you're single, you tend to eat you care to not care that much about what you eat. You'll eat cup noodle. You'll eat just whatever that you can afford, or you could go to you'll go to your parents' house or whoever.
Isn't that the lifestyle of somebody who can't really cook like that, or just lazy and don't want to cook like that? Because I used to, man, I used to work 2 jobs. I used to work a job, go to school, and do my little hustling thing. You know what I'm saying? I still would find the time to cook something. You know what I'm saying? Because eating out all the time, it makes you fat. That's how I got here, is eating out all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? How I got to the size I'm at. So I would hope that you find the time to cook for yourself. Because if you keep eating out every day, you're just gonna get fat. That's your metabolism is super high. And eating out all day, that kind of is expensive. It's cheaper to cook for yourself. If you're being real, eating out every day, shit.
As a single person, I think it's cheaper though, because you just have to buy for yourself, right? But then if you have, a person and then you have a kid, I think that's where it starts. That's where it's expensive.
Yeah, I agree. It's expensive to eat by yourself like that. So it doesn't make any sense that once you get a family, that's what you want to continue. Because guess what? Since you don't want to cook, then what that means? We're gonna eat out, and that means that's more money that's going out. Or I gotta cook every day because I just think it's people that don't know how to cook feel that way. I really do. I think a person that knows how to cook, they why wouldn't you want to take that responsibility? That's a good position to have. In control of what your family eats.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm trying to think back, when before I got married, usually single people, you're always on the go though. You're working because you're trying to you're trying to acquire as much money as possible. You're trying to climb up the corporate ladder, and so you tend to be on the go. You don't tend to. I'm talking about like the majority, of like say single people, maybe in their 20s. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, maybe
majority.
it applies to people in their 20s. Maybe like if you're single in your 30s, then yeah, I would agree with you. But yeah, I was thinking more of like people their 20s.
Yeah, but we talking about marriage, and people ain't getting married in their early 20s no more. But another thing I'll say is it could go something like this, because when you're young, you probably don't know how to cook that well. Not everybody in their early 20s know how to cook. But being as though eating out costs so much money, you're going to end up having to teach yourself how to cook to save some money. You're going to start cooking sometimes, especially if you have to be good on your budget. You know what I'm saying? And like the fast food is it's cheap. It's not cheap today at all. You know what I'm saying? I remember a Big Mac meal was $6. You know what I'm saying? That shit's probably like 12, 13 now. You know what I'm saying? So even for one person, it's like 15. Like matter of fact, Smell the Roses, right? Smell the Roses said you got to send her $30. You know what I'm saying? At least minimum for her to get something to eat while she's at work. $20 ain't gonna do it. It got to be $30. She would prefer 50. You know, $30. You know what I'm saying? So let that sink in. How much it costs to eat out.
Ooh-wee. But then again, if you grew up in a household where like nobody cooks, like I'm talking about this day and age, right? You know, like so when does a person learn how to cook? Because this doesn't really apply to us because we had our parents, cooking, which is why we know how to cook, right? Now, say if say these younger kids like, does Cammy know how to cook? Like if they didn't grow up with parents that cooked, how do you think they don't, I don't see a single person just picks up a cookbook and starts cooking, trying to learn how to cook. And that's what, like I said, they'll eat, something that's convenient, which is like, either out or, or something that's microwavable pizza, something like that, something simple.
Yeah, you gotta want to learn something to learn it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick up a cookbook and pick up your phone and go to YouTube. Plenty of people showing you step by step how to cook some shit. It's a whole genre. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta want to learn. Everybody that learned how to cook, you know what I'm saying, they learned because they wanted to learn. Like I think Cammy mom cooks. She know how to cook. I haven't tasted her food, but I'm assuming she know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen some plates that didn't look too bad. You know what I'm saying? And she said her mama cooked it. So my point is, I don't think Cammy really wants to learn how to cook. Like she's curious. She want to pick up little things here and there. She might even want to learn a little bit more now because we clown her about not being able to cook. But I don't think that she's like, I really want to be able to learn how to cook meals for myself and stuff like that. And I think what I just said earlier, the reason why you should want to cook meals for yourself is because it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? It's more healthy. I think more young people will start picking it up. Maybe not in their early 20s. It might take them some time. But by the time they get to 30, I think you're going to have to start figuring out because it's just a whole bunch of waste of money you wasting with these fast food restaurants or even restaurants, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I just don't think the average single person, is that like health conscious unless, they're like, oh, I'm going to the gym, they're like gym and, very into, like health. But the average person is not though. Because the average person is busy, like, working, doing the
Yeah, but they should be.
Yeah, of course, everybody should be, health conscious.
It should be, then that's what they should be working towards. I'm still right. I'm still right either way. It's like if a woman don't know how to cook, she should be trying to learn. You're giving me excuses. I don't do those two.
Women, what about men? Should men, be learning how to cook too?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, then. But see, that's what I'm saying. You keep saying women, you don't say men.
Well, you talk about the women. When you ask about the man, I said the man. Let me bring Fatty to the stage. Fatty. What's good, man?
Woman.
What's good, Fatty?
How y'all doing, friends?
Doing all right.
What do you mean, Xerox, is by everybody should be busy? Shouldn't it be the opposite?
Everybody should be what?
These young folks ain't doing shit, man. They in the house playing games.
Like shouldn't it be the opposite? You should want to be less busy as possible.
Yes.
So why did you say everybody should be busy? That's crazy.
No, I didn't say everybody should be busy. I don't think I even said that.
Okay. Mischaracterization. I apologize.
Let me,
Sorry.
Let me bring Tony Golden to the stage. Let's get it.
I only associate myself around real people, real men, 100 people who keep it 100.
That's right.
Hi, friends.
Hi, Tony.
Hey, I asked for the link in the chat. Cammy had like she ain't see it. Fatty asked for the link and she dropped it immediately. Now, if that's not colorism, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I think we're kind of the same color, so I don't know if that applies. But I think it's favoritism because I am actually fan favorite. Thank you very much, Cammy. Good job, Tony.
Thank you.
Y'all did so, Tony. Tony asked me, how much money did Andrew pay for you to suck his dick? And he was like, what? Can you repeat it again, please?
What show was this?
No, we are not going to say it because you are live. We talk about it later. He asked, hey, why did you lie about your woman daughter being your sisters? Oh, we're going to do that again.
And I was trolling, but he didn't even want to answer the real question. The statement, do you threaten people with a gun? And if I say touch me and see what happened, like I think those are very similar statements. And he completely went past that to, oh, he's guilty and he's gonna do time in jail. Like, oh, that's not what I asked, bro.
Yes, and Myron has literally the same video doing the same thing to Allende. Oh, come in and see what happened. Come in and see what happened. Like everybody knows what that means.
Mm-hmm.
But
I remember that video.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh, Xerox is upset because men want their woman to cook for them.
Sounds like her.
True. Sounds like me.
Yeah, there's the like you are mad that men want to wait. Repeat that again just to make sure I heard that right. That man want the woman to cook for them, or the opposite?
No, it's the expectation, It's like say if, you and your girlfriend, you guys get home. Is it automatic? Do you automatically expect her to cook?
Not automatically, but on the balance of probabilities, you expect the woman to do most of the cooking, probably, yes.
Now, if she doesn't cook, are you gonna get mad at her?
It depends on the agreement we have, right? But I don't think when it's time to put the trash out, that is negotiation. And even though women put their trash out, because sometimes you have to do it, I think you would expect most men to be putting the trash out and most women to do it. And get down on a knee and play dates and protect it. And when it's cold, taking your jacket and put it to you. Like you are playing again that game where you don't want no type of social contract with men and no expectations, while the men are stuck on their social contract. So I don't know about that. Like, aren't you expecting Spider to carry more bags than you when y'all goes grocery shopping?
No.
So if y'all get to the car and there's 8 bags, you are expecting to carry 4 and the Spider carries 4, or are you expecting him to carry more bags than you?
Oh, there's really no expectation. If he carried, if we both, there's 8 bags, and he just carries 1. Like with me, I'm gonna grab as many bags as I can.
Which are less than him, right? There's an expectation. I'm expecting my woman to carry less bags than me, right?
Okay, I see what you're saying. It's just I don't have an expectation there. Like even if he doesn't come out, like I'll grab him myself.
Do you have an expectation for him to cook more since he actually been doing that for a while?
No, that's because he wants to. That's what I said. There's no expectation there.
So if tomorrow he said, I'm not cooking anymore, you cook, you'll be okay with that forever.
Yeah.
That's hee-haw. I don't know about that.
I can tell by the way you be like, oh, he just started cooking for 2 years and he get out of here. I was cooking all
No,
that.
oh my God. No.
You would have an issue if he was like, yep, your turn. You'd be like, again? All right. You would do it. But you would have that silent attitude.
No,
I think expectations are okay as long as they are agreed upon. See what I'm saying? As long as they're agreed upon. But there's the thing. Is there anything that's like expectations that you have of him under they're not cheating and coming back home every day, like and doing nothing dangerous? Like is there an expectation that you have towards him that you expect him to do?
No, just like the basic, just
pay the bills.
Yeah, just don't disrespect and yeah, as long as he's okay. I see what you're saying because I do expect him to pay the bills and stuff because I'm not working, right? But if I was working, I would pay the bills too.
So if the door or the roof is broken, you're not expecting him to at least try to look at it and fix it?
I do.
What about the trash? Are you expecting him to put the trash out?
No.
Do you have a lawn?
Do I what?
You have a lawn in front of your...
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
Are you expecting him to mow the lawn?
No.
When was the last time you mowed the lawn?
I don't.
Wow. She's not trying to handle.
But sorry, you know why you don't have expectations? Because you don't even have to ask. And that's what Nino is saying. There's certain things that you might call it expectations, but like if it gets cold, you get the jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going outside. Like you're expecting that. You're expecting him to take the jacket and put it on you because that's probably what you've been doing. See what I'm saying? You live in a nice area, so your weather is good. But y'all don't call it expectations because you don't even have to ask. Right? But there's actually an expectation. So if that's the case, like what will... It's not that what is wrong. Like, are men allowed to expect shit for the people they love?
Yeah.
So what's wrong with so you agree with Nino?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about. You know a lot of times when people get away with stuff because they actually don't tell their expectations. So they let it go and the person kind of hides under I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't know I have to do that. Once you actually tell people that this is what you're expecting from them, there's no excuse. And this is how people show that if they love you or if they don't, is when they fail miserably, even after you explain them, this is like what's expected from you. Expectations actually are very positive because they set boundaries and they set parameters. If you are fucking up the parameter, means that you don't care about this boundary and expectation. Man, just suck it up.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think you should voice expectations. You should definitely voice expectations. Yeah.
It's crazy. Fatty just came up here and said pretty much the same thing I've been saying.
I knew you were going to say that too,
Because
Nino.
I'm fan favorite. Let's go, Kevin.
See, this is proof, man. When they like you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, Fatty, I agree. Yes.
Damn, you don't like Nino? I thought Nino was your bestie. That's crazy.
Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Like, damn, for real?
I think that's that Riz Academy favoritism.
Oh shit. Shout out to my boy CBZ. Come back, CBZ. Come back. Yeah, but that's crazy. That's crazy how is that even like a conversation? See what I'm saying? This is like how far we are kind of our like relationships. Is every time a man voices something, it's like, why should I do that? Why you expect me to do stuff for you? I was like, okay.
Well, because I'm sure there's some stuff that women expect and men don't deliver, which is why, women will have this attitude, like, why should I do that when
Give
you
me an
don't even do
example.
this too?
Give me an example of something that is like that. And you can do the seats on the toilet thing and the socks not being on the right thingy. Right? Let's take this do that's when men usually violate. Other than that, what is the expectation women have about men that men usually actually don't follow?
Well, it's usually, um, when it involves kids, like helping with the kids, like, I understand. Now I've had this conversation with Nino. He goes, that men do, the fathers do pick up, their kids. I mean, my husband picks up, kids from school and stuff, but a lot of times you hear, men don't though. They don't really help out as much in the house, because they come home and then, they watch TV or whatever. They're with their friends more. They don't help the wife with the kids, the raising the kids. They're not as involved and as engaging as she would want him to.
Because there's not an expectation. My expectation is to guarantee you have money to do whatever you need to do in the household, especially on your household. Spider is the full provider. Why is his expectation for him to actually help? He can help if you actually ask him, and it's fair. Sometimes you're tired and the baby or whatever. Can you take him over there instead of me? I'm exhausted. Can I take a break today and do like is but is not it shouldn't be expected because like I told you, you are on a very particular position that most women are not. It shouldn't be expected for the provider that cooks to actually help with the kids. There's a I don't know. Hey fellas, that sound like a lot?
Yeah, that sounds like a slave.
I don't know. That's my husband. He said no.
Oh, he said no?
Yeah, my
To
husband
have
said no.
that expectation? I
So
don't know.
so he's a
What
full
are you doing?
provider. He
If
cooks
I'm
he cooks right? He's a sole provider. He cooks every day and he still is expected to help with the kids.
No, it's not expect. I don't expect, but then he's, he does it because he wants to, and he doesn't think that's too much.
Because he's an awesome person. But it shouldn't be expected.
Yeah, I don't expect. Yeah, I do expect him to be just, of course, interact with their
To
kids. You know
continue
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
awesome.
But
Yes. But that's the point is like we have certain roles or certain things we do. Right? At some point your kids are going to be all like how old is the youngest?
the youngest is 11.
Yeah, they're kind of almost self-sufficient to a point.
Yes.
They can dress by themselves, they can wash their face, they can brush their teeth, they can sit on the table and eat by themselves. You don't have to be feeding them and all that. Like if you have somebody that is a full provider and he gets home and he cooks and the kids are kind of in and like they go to school, right? They're not homeschooled.
Yeah, they go to school.
Hey man, you found the man of the year. Shout out to my boy Spider.
Yeah, a lot of fathers are involved in the child's life a lot and still, provide and cook and do all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You live with them.
You better not let nobody steal Spider from you because you went to lose a lottery ticket. I don't think you even know the caliber of man that you have in front of you. But hey, I'm going to leave that shit alone. Because what you say right now, imagine that we're like 5,000 people. That's literally advertisement. Where does she live again? Let me get still that shit.
Yeah, because you could have had a guy where you had to turn yellow flags to green flags.
Oh shit. And again, everybody has their problems. Everybody has but in California, a provider that cooks. And what was the other thing that he did? I forgot. A provider
picks up the kids.
One second. Who puts the kids in school?
Like who dropped them off?
Yeah.
I do.
And who gets him home? Who gets them home?
He picks them up.
So he picks the kids, he does the food after he did the work and he pays all the bills. So you only have to leave home in the morning and prepare the things and all that. They come home and like how does the procedure afterwards? Like You help him homework. Does he help them with like? Does he help with homework too?
Yeah. Well, they don't really have the only homework that they have is reading. They do. Yeah, their school doesn't. They don't do homework.
So Spider like helps him with the reading and all that.
Yeah.
And like, what are the other things? They have like after school activities like soccer practice, something like that.
Well, they're out of school now, but then it depends. But then yeah, they were
When they
one
are
was
in
in
school, of
sports,
course.
one wasn't.
The summer, yes, the summer you get
Yeah.
a little bit more work. But like when they are in school,
But yeah, he's
what
very
like how is the day with the kids?
yeah, he's very engaging. They like come home, the breath, and then yeah, he takes them out. They go, play outside and stuff like that. Yeah.
Direct.
Yeah.
You you bet. Hey, his birthday and Christmas and Father's Day. You better watch it. Sorry, I don't want you talking nothing about any man in any world because I will respond. But Spider, man of the year, man of the year. What's the song like? That sorry, I don't even know why you have these feminist tendencies.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, where does your disdain come from?
Oh shit, you use a strong word over there.
Disdain. Ooh. I don't have a disdain for men. Like,
I don't know. Well, it comes off that way in the chat. That's what they know you from, Zyrax. The chat. You be throwing bullets in the chat.
And she be co-signing all the hyenas, all of them, single, miserable, and all that shit. Zyrax says the man of the year, and she's like, yeah. She does the and then she says, right, baby, and they're like, yup.
I'm waiting for her to say clock it.
Isn't that always how it happens though? The feminists get the best man.
I think yeah, because they cry more. People that usually cry more, they get better results. Closed mouths don't get fed, right?
Yeah.
Zyrax protested into the man of the year. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Why do I have to do things? Hey, Zyrax, like by you saying this out loud, now you actually understand why your expectation should be even higher.
No.
Matter of fact, flip it. What is the expectation that you have of him that he doesn't do?
That he doesn't do?
Yes. That you say, I wish he would do X or more. Wish he would do X more. Like, what are those things that you would expect that he doesn't do?
Like, not like anything, like big or whatever. But usually when I, like, sort of, excuse me, the way he parents, just a little bit.
The way he do what?
Parents, because he's very like he's of course he's the cool parent. I'm more of the the mean parent, the more sort of
the way
disciplinarian.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Tony.
So you wanted this parenting style to be more like yours?
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Do the kids listen more to him or to you? If you had to do majority, like 51%, like if you said stop that, and he says stop that, or let's go here, like which one do you think they would hear like more?
They gravitate towards the dad more, but then they listen. If I tell them to do this, they they do it. And sometimes, of course, they'll like go, why do I have to do it? And then I tell them, and then they they go do it. But they gravitate towards him more.
Yes, but there's the thing. You are the bad cop, he's the good cop. That's perfect, right? Why do you want him to be like you then?
She want to be the good
because
cop.
I want to be a good. I want to be a good one too.
You want to be the good cop.
She jealous and she want to be the good cop. That's all.
You want to be the good. That's crazy. Hey, Zyrax. That will be literally the Infinity Gauntlet. He pays the bills of everything in the home. He cooks food for the kids. He takes the kid out to have fun and all that shit. And you still want to be the good cop and he has to be the bad one? That's crazy.
Why don't you just be don't be the good cop?
Zyrex, that's wild. He
Okay, he
buys the
cooks because
food,
he wants to.
cooks
That's
the
it.
food.
I didn't tell him to cook. He does it, right?
No, but Zyrex, you can do Zyrex. That's Zyrex.
even
That's
better.
so Zyrex. That's one of the most ungrateful things that I ever heard you say. Hey, Zyrex, you support me every day. Imagine that if somebody said, "Hey, man, Freddy is a good supporting Zyrex. She pretty cool. She always supported." And then I heard that. I said, "I didn't ask that." That would be crazy. Zyrex,
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
No,
There's actually a compliment. You don't have to ask. He does it because he likes it. That's like you see what I'm saying. There's a compliment. You don't have to ask for the person to do it. They just do it because they like you.
Okay, I understand that, and I think that's the reason why I said that because it's more like a defense because it's sort of it comes off as if like I don't want to do it or something that I don't
No.
I don't see that I'm not appreciative of of the stuff that he doesn't have to do, but then because he wants to do it because he wants he wants me to he wants life to be as easily as possible as he said.
That's not, I will say this. It looks like you have a little bit of resentment for him making your life the easiest he can. And that's kind of like not unexpected because kind of our frustrations have to go somewhere. I'm just saying that I don't understand. Like it's kind of like a feeling we have because sometimes I just get frustrated or like resentful towards somebody. But then when I actually think about it, it's like, what the fuck do I am resentful for? For my life to become actually easier because I can control everything that like the micromanagement because they don't do everything the way that they do that I want them to do. Is the job done or not? Is the job well done and all that, right? It looks like you want to be the cool parent.
Yeah. I'll
Hey,
get that.
Absolutely right,
hey,
Fanny. Yep.
hey, Zyrex,
Yeah.
what's stopping you from saying, "Don't worry about cooking no more, babe. I'm gonna handle the majority of the cooking"? What's stopping you from deciding to do something like that?
Mm, no, nothing.
Hey, can you rate your cooking skills compared with him? From
Like
0 to 10, you can say 6 straight out of the shower.
cooking.
Right up.
Yes,
No.
cooking skills there from 0 to 10. Like if your kids had to taste your food and
My
his
kids will go
food,
my
like
cooking.
they enjoy more your cooking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that's a realistic like metric, or you think
Yeah.
you think you're better cook than him,
Yeah.
but he still decides to cook.
Yeah.
So so you are the fun cook.
Mm, I don't know what you mean by fun cook. It's
So basically this,
it's just
right?
my cooking
My
tastes
mom
better.
cooks. So my mom cooks every day. But when it's time for barbecues, for the fun cook, for the weekend, for the event, my dad is the one that cooks because he's better cook than my mom. He cooks things that technically are actually more tasteful, but he's the fun cook. He's the guy that actually can show off and cook the things that everybody does because he doesn't cook every day, right? So when he cooks, he actually can do something that I appreciate more than my mom because my mom will cook for the day-to-day basis. He cooks for like once every 2 weeks. So he's the fun cook. If you were to ask me who would I rather have cooking for me, it would be my dad because he usually does the foods that is the fun food, not the day-to-day macaroni and cheese and spaghettios and all that shit. Like is that like how it is kind of with y'all?
Yeah, I would say I would be more of the fun cook because he cooks like like your typical like dish, like macaroni and cheese and you know um
It's the things that you all have to
like he
eat on a
does.
day-to-day
Yeah.
basis, the
Yeah.
rices and the
Uh-huh.
beans and yes, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, so at least you are the fun cook. What if he came home and says, I don't want to be the day-to-day cook anymore. I want to be the fun cook. You see what I'm saying? Everything is
I
kind
get what
of
you're saying.
everything, not everything, because once again, we don't know like, but most of the functional things of your relationship, Xarax, are completely taken care of. And once your younger kid turns like 14 and 15, your relationship should be a breeze. Right? Because now
Yes,
kind of
which is why I'm
everybody
on
kind of
here.
sure, but there's the thing. I think you understand that it's a privilege.
Yes.
I truly don't understand how big of a gem you have as a person. And once again, I don't know a lot about Spider. Actually, I don't know nothing about Spider. I don't know how y'all look. I don't. Maybe he's shorter than you. Maybe it's like 4'3". I don't know. All right. Let me get the Spider is 6 foot.
Yeah.
Hey, Zarex, you need to spend some time in jail. You guiltier than Carmelo Anthony. You got a tall provider that cooks, is involved with the kids. Zarex, you need to leave. Hey, can somebody bounty Zarex out of here today? She actually deserves that shit. Zarex, you hear all these women complaining, Zarex, and you got the holy grail? That's crazy. Zarex like, I need more.
More. Give us a this of once.
Zyrex, do you think you lucked up, or do you think you got it off the muscle?
Mm, I think I definitely, luck.
You know why? You know why she looked up? Because he went after her. So either there's a massive looks disparity between y'all, right? Like
Yeah.
with those couples that you get into the room,
Yeah.
and everybody looking either to the girl or to the guy. Either there's a massive disparity between you, how you look at him, to the point where you're way better looking. So, like he compensates with all these God-given things that he's doing, or you won the lottery and you have no idea. Probably the second one.
I think they just gonna complain, fatty.
Gosh.
See, and you know what's funny? Look at how he replies. No, Xarax always shows appreciation.
Oh, he's in the chat.
You know what? Yes, and you know what's hilarious,
Hi,
Xarax?
Dave.
This is what most men want: a woman that laughs at their jokes and shows appreciation. At least, look, like that's the bare minimum. Like the difference between me doing something for my woman and be happy, and do something for my woman and be like mad at her. She shows appreciation because that puts a battery on my back. Right? I don't need you to go to work with me. But if you lie to me before I go to work and you say, "Oh my God, Freddy, I'm so proud of you." 4 a.m. rain outside. I'm going to be whistling to work to take care of my kids because that's what a real man does. Right?
Appreciation and respect. That's what my dad says. That's all they want. Appreciation and respect.
Well, I don't have to show. That shouldn't be expected. But okay. I guess. Oh man. You need to get the Spider for Kemi. Hey, Spider, they're like a younger brother or something like that. Like
You gonna give her Scorpion?
Hey, need to get Kemi a Spider. That's crazy. Spider looks like a stand-up individual. Other than JS Towers, I would rate him probably top 3 for what I heard. JS Towers number 1. Tio definitely number. Hey Tio, I was trying to get you the lady the other day, the one with the hijab, because she looks like sweet, and the one that had like the hijab, she was like sweet, and then she said, "I'm focusing on taking care of my kids," and I'm like, "Oh man, here we go again."
That chick ain't sweet.
Now, did she have the kid before or after the hijab ceremony?
That's exactly how where my head go. I don't know if this is another. I discover Islam after my baby daddy left me, and I was doing some ABC. And she's pretty young. She's 27, right? But like I said, I don't know. I didn't cry a lot because like we were cussing the old show and talking about eating ass, and I actually felt bad about it. Because if she's dressing like that, there's a kind of image that she wants to carry, and it kind of fucked up that she's clipping and she's in a place where people are just eating ass, eating ass, eating ass. And I was playing the raccoon on the jar and shit. And I started to feel like self-conscious. I was like,
Don't feel
I'm
bad.
going.
She probably eats pork. So
Yeah, she
Uh,
got an exit button. So
she's a fake vegan like Cammy.
Oh my god.
That's from the
I think the baby came before the hijab, because remember when the girl was talking about her baby fathers and things like that, and
yeah.
she said to her, I know what you're talking about. You get into something and you're not ready to be a wife. And she said, I realized, I wasn't ready to be a wife, blah, 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 blah. So it sounds like she got into relationships, whatever, whatever. And the baby came. And then all of a sudden, she realized that she wasn't ready to be a wife too. She was agreeing with the other girl that's what happened to her.
Yeah. Rick actually says something interesting. Oh, and by the way, player one even gave us another one, and he paid the dowry. That's fucked. Oh my god. This, this,
I don't look, hey, I don't be paying Zara no attention, y'all. She just be
She's a Hennessy, baby.
this man Spider came in with the whole package. He's like a 93 overall player on 2K and shit. Motherfucker dunks, best of the ball. But like he said one thing. He said one talking point that I actually never heard about it. How can you claim community and be against stepdads? And that's kind of interesting, right? That's actually a massive point. If you are on the red pill space, but you keep talking about community and how people should be together and how the kids should have a male figure and do all this, and then you are against stepdads, is that kind of a? I'm not even going to use hypocrisy because that word fuck
say
up my week.
yeah, that
that's a
should have been a
contradiction.
it's
That
a
word fuck up
contradiction.
my whole week. Hypocrisy, but like, is that kind of like a massive contradiction?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a big
Yeah.
contradiction to me. Hmm.
man, I never thought about that. That's why I say I don't say fuck the community because like that's Anton. I don't know, but it's like, man, that's the community, the community.
Yo, what's good? What's good, man? How you doing?
How
What's
you
up,
doing, blood?
Bongo?
This man just parked the car. He's with his good microphone and shit.
Hey, show put some respect, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean the regular shit, yo. But the first thing first, Cyrus, I don't want to ever hear you saying that it's hard to raise kids ever again.
It's hard out here for the pimp.
Like never want to hear those words coming out of your mouth. Like I say, extremely easy. It's not extremely easy, but it's not that hard. The whole thing with the whole how the community be white against tech daddies.
No,
Shit. The only
not
thing
the community. It's like the content creators, right?
the
They
content
will
creator.
claim community. They will say that you should do what's best for the society and the community, and they will literally go out of their way to build men to actually take care of families and all that. But they are against stepdads. Would that be a massive would that be a massive contradiction?
Nah, but I understand why would you say that. No, because it's kind of being like a stepdad is kind of like unnatural, bro. The man is just being a stepdad of them punk ass kids because he got some pussy to get, my nigga. Like those two people don't like each other. The kids don't like the stepdaddy until he get old in life. If his mama and the stepdaddy happens to kind of like write it out, so he understand later on. Like, damn, I appreciate Mr. Jefferson. You see what I'm saying?
But
I
is it
didn't like.
about liking or like functionality? Like, imagine I don't like to eat veggies, but it works, so
No, but
I
the
eat
thing is
veggies.
that the thing is that most stepdaddy don't like them fucking kids either. They just pretend.
But they don't
Try
have
for
to.
money.
They just have to take care of them. I don't have to.
Yeah,
I literally don't have to take. You know that speech on fences when Denzel Washington is talking with his son, and he
yeah, I
says,
know.
"Why do you take care of me? Because you like me, you fool. Because I have to."
yeah,
That
yeah. But the thing is that they just don't like each other. And I believe with time, and also you got to put into the equation how soon did he meet that kid? I believe the cutoff age is around like 3 and 4. If you get with this broad and she got like a 3-year-old or something, I can see why that kid will grow liking you. Once that little nigga, that little girl is like 5 plus, and he knows or she knows her daddy, nigga, good luck. She ain't gonna like you, especially if that man is like an involved daddy, because that nigga can do everything wrong. And as soon as he do that one, I mean, he can do everything right. And as soon as he do something that the kid don't like, bro, that kid gonna let that nigga remind him, motherfucker, you ain't my daddy, nigga. And it's just like an awkward relationship, nigga. When the man take that woman to like, you know what I mean, to introduce her to his family. Now she got to bring her goddamn kid. No, her kid doesn't look like nobody in the family, so it's kind of like a real. I seen that, bro, like a real awkward situation.
Yeah, but I don't think you are right because people get attached to each other. Like people get attached to old dogs. I got this dog. He was 9. My doggy. Right? What I'm saying. I think even if the kid is older, once you start to invest in the kid, you kind of see him as your kid. That's why the heartbreak is actually
That's later
devastating.
though. That gotta be
Well,
years, fatty.
of course, but there's the point. Most stepdads, like I'm not saying the person is getting the kid at 5 and leaving at 7, but if you get the kid at 7 and now the kid is 17 and you invested hundreds of thousands of dollars and time and you
Kids
taught
don't
me
give
how
a
to
fuck,
drive,
fatty, like that. The
you
majority don't
don't?
give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck, bro. As
I
soon
don't. Hey man, I don't.
as
Hey, bro,
soon, bro,
Blanco,
I'm
I'll
telling
get you
you,
the
bro.
first point. Blanco, I'll get you the first point. They only doing that shit because of Gucci. But the thing is, it's like a job. You only doing that shit with money because of money. But when you get attached to your coworkers and to the company, and you got the dinner with the Christmas dinner, now you know everybody and all that shit. People actually start to fuck with each other and be invested in the brand and in the thingy when it was just for money. I think family is actually even worse.
No, fatty, for the most, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. I seen like I used to like mess with my boys sometimes, nigga. When I used to pull up, I'm like, yo, hey man, you should listen to your daddy. This is when we was younger, of course. Man, that nigga ain't my fucking daddy, nigga. That nigga, it's like this thing in there, bro. That man, for the most part, he will never be truly embraced, bro. Hell, I even one of the homies beat up his stepdaddy. He whip him out. Y'all never heard of stories about like stories like that?
Yeah, but I don't know if I heard it enough to be like most because I've also
No, it's no most, Nino. No, it would never that particular situation should never be most. But I heard that's what I say. I heard stories, meaning that it's like in the minor scale type thing, right? But of course, I think the man, I mean, the boy or the girl, once they grow and they kind of become parents themselves, I can kind of see showing that nigga appreciation. Like, dude, I know what Mr. Jackson was talking about. You see what I'm saying? But that niggas would never be fully embraced like that, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
But for the sake of community, though, Poppy, don't you think, I'm not saying to promote step parents and stuff, but then should that be, not necessarily encourage, but should that be, should you not look down, because I see like step parents tend to, like especially like in the manosphere space, you guys tend to tell men to not be stepdads, just because, we've heard
But the
some stories
reason
where,
why,
I'm sorry,
and
go
but
ahead.
the reason why I don't think it's like a hypocrisy, like Fatty say, I don't see is because if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Their message will be aligned with the go back to your baby daddy type of shit, kind of like forcing the bitch to go back. So it kind of aligns with that.
I think I'll be honest. I think the reason why they're against stepdads, well, I'm using a logic. I'm not saying I agree, but it's to kind of be another a deterring factor for women just having babies willy-nilly with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to present the feeling that, hey, if you out here letting anybody knock you up, you know what I'm saying? You letting Pookie and Ray Ray knock you up, then nobody's gonna come out here to save you. Particularly people with, good jobs that's making 6 figures. Those guys aren't gonna come in and save you. And somehow it turned into just straight on attack on stepfathers.
You are 100% right. It's to is to imply like a sense of danger and imminent. If you don't take it this right now, or if you do this, you're going to something happen afterwards. Like it's like when they say, "So you want a man better than your baby daddy?" Yes, they want it, and usually they get it. I know, right? You don't deserve a man that is better than your baby daddy. And then she gets a reliable, balding, responsible man that pays the bills when the baby daddy was a gangbanger. It happens all the time. But that's the thing, is you are 100% right. Is to kind of inflict a level either of punishment or kind of to make sure that the people are doing some good decisions with the right people instead of just doing reckless shit and then find the savior.
It's like we seen this even in movies, nigga. Freddy, you seen that movie, Baby Boy?
What's the name in Portuguese? I don't know.
Say that again?
Tyrese first movie. You know, you ever seen Tyrese first
I
movie?
never watched a Tyrese movie other than Fast and Furious. I thought he was a singer the whole time.
Oh, okay. In that movie, it's literally two scenes kind of like pointing out how the stepdaddy hate the stepkid, my nigga. The first one was with Snoop Dogg and Hunger and Tyrese's baby mama in the movie. That little nigga was running around. That nigga Snoop Dogg was like, "You in my song anyway, you punk motherfucker."
You're not my daddy.
And then the
Snoop
other
Dogg.
one is, and the
Snoop
other one
Dogg,
went. Go ahead, Nino.
Snoop Dogg, right? Snoop Dogg
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
Snoop
nigga
Dogg.
that
That
just
little
got out
nigga
of
was-
jail. Snoop Dogg was a nigga that just got out of jail, and the dude that was screwing Tyrese mom just got out of jail too. So we talk about two ex-convicts, man. That's not most people. That's not most of the situation. Yeah, a dude who comes straight out of jail, he probably don't give a fuck about your kid. You know what I'm saying?
And the other one was I forgot what was a Jody mama like new boyfriend. What was the nigga name? I forgot.
Melvin.
That's Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames, yeah.
Yeah, Melvin.
Melvin, man, that nigga put Tyrese in the chokehold, nigga.
You
I
was
was
killer
like,
just
Jody.
like Henry was.
Hey, that nigga was like, "Yo, if it wasn't for your mama, nigga, I would kill you."
I would have been got your ass. Back in the day, I would have made you fix it. The nigga said, "Mama."
Yeah, scream for your mama, little Jody. That nigga kissed that nigga in his boy too. Hey, that part is mad funny, but bro, I'm telling you, man, for the most part, like watching the homies and everything, man, I'm telling you, man, niggas just be pretending they don't like them fucking kids, bro. I don't see niggas that don't ball a little nigga like a football or a basketball, nigga. That nigga come around, like turn around and tell us, man, how the fuck he despised that little bastard.
Yeah, but that's what I said, right? Stepdads don't have to like the kids. They have to do a particular job. See what I'm saying? I think you will be considered a good stepdad if you become like the disciplinarian, and you might get the, my dad. As long as the kids have good results, I think most kids will understand that shit later. And I think society is going to say that you did a good job because you raised motherfuckers that weren't yours. So
Yeah,
but
that's
I,
the
long as the
problem,
kid
but
is
I get your point.
respectful too.
I get your point. I get your point.
But that's the problem, Fatty, for the most part. And when it comes to discipline, bro, that's when that shit get hairy, bro.
Sure.
Most of these hoes ain't gonna let Mr. Jackson put a whooping on that little badass kid, right?
But should
So
they?
now, huh?
Should they?
Yes, I believe they should.
Even if the dad is okay, dad.
No, that's what I'm going to do. The caveat: if the dad is a complete gone deadbeat, yes, he should. That's what I said. Like you cut me off before I was going to say that. Like if the man, and that's what I was going to say too. That I think that particular scenario that that bullshit works better when the first guy kind of like this is gone, disappeared, dead pretty much, or just gone. You see what I'm saying? Because now the guy gets to have full control. When the other guy is when the father is kind of pressing, he becomes hairy because now whatever he got going on in his house, he's gonna have to kind of like run it by the daddy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you have to be you pretty much in a relationship with her and that nigga from a far distance. I know a lot of niggas on the online tell you, oh, this is my nigga. If that man is a present father, I don't care how much of the alpha Negroes is, you gotta pass that down. You gotta pass whatever you're trying to do with the real father, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't date a woman with the active father. Like I don't want no conversation with nobody.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the point, right? Like I don't got nothing against baby mama or step daddy, man. Hey, that's the deal y'all negotiate, man. Congratulations. I hope it work out. That has never been my thing, bro. But I'm just speaking like from the what I see positive and negative, bro. That doesn't mean that it's gonna fail. Now, I'm not saying that. Just for the most part, that's kind of like an L for the guy. Like you will never be first, pretty much, bro. At least if you ain't gonna be first, at least be last for your own kids or something.
It's a job that is going to come with a lot of
Yes.
ups and downs. I get this shit. You know
Yeah,
what I don't
and
like too? I like because that's the thing, right? I think like one heartbreak is enough. The feeling of betrayal that it is you're raising somebody for 5, 10, 15 years, and then either they want to recognize with the dad that never was there, never give a shit, or the woman just ups and leaves and takes them and all that shit. If with your kids, is this like a sense of like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine like the pain. You got 2 kids that wasn't yours. You got the doggy, and all of a sudden
Mhm.
you broke
you
up
and
with
the,
the mom, with
you and
the
my
kids,
daddy.
with the dog.
Yeah,
Man, I'm
that
looking for
happens.
the I'm looking for the bridge, nearest bridge, 4-story building, please. Thank you. It can be overpass.
Hopefully, you get to experience that. Can
I'm not
you hear me?
experiencing that shit. Yes.
Yeah, we
You're
can hear
breaking
you.
up a little bit.
Yeah, you were just going in and out, little.
I said, Fatty, you see, you know what you get to see that, bro, and hopefully you start fucking playing and go get it, bro, and put a baby in her, so you can be a dad. Bro, you get to see that shit when you taking your kids to sport events, whatever it is, soccer, track, basketball, whatever. It's a lot of kids that concentrate there. You see, Mr. Jackson taking this little nigga to practice. Come and find out that's not even his real daddy, right? Next thing you know, they break up. Either the baby boy's gonna be gone from the practices, or the mom gonna come. So the guy will not have no access to that baby after he pretty much been building that bond with that baby for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever it is. You see that all the time.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, man. Shout out to the daddies, man. Listen, that's a hell. I don't think I said right now, but it's kind. I think also it's like different kind of daddies too. Let me say that too, because let's say a man that is 40 and he get with a girl that is, let's say she's 42,
Echo, turn on
and
to.
she got 2 kids. She got
Okay.
like a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old. She started early. She was a mama 18. Yes, you still would be you still would be a stepdaddy, but you're really not. Them motherfuckers is grown. You see what I'm saying? They niggas is literally out the
You're
house.
gonna have to
Pretty
raise
much.
them. You're not the stepdad.
Yeah. By in
You're just
papers,
the,
you
you're
would be.
just the dad that stepped up.
Yeah, on papers, you would be. And when the grown, like the 21-year-old, you only got to see that bastard for only twice per year, like on her birthday and Thanksgiving, I guess. You don't have to even see the little motherfucker.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that's my stepdad. I would say that's my mom boyfriend or my mom. You know what I'm saying?
You know what most people say? That's Mr. Jackson. That's just Mr. Jackson, nigga. That's Mama, Mr. Jackson.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Well, let me introduce
Hi,
Batman
Jeremy.
to the stage. What's going on, Jeremy?
How y'all doing?
Damn, Batman, you depressed?
Nah, just
You
tired.
tired?
I'm
You
working on
tired?
something.
Oh, he's tired.
It'll be all right.
Larry doesn't get tired.
Now I heard Cyrus is privileged. I
Yeah.
heard she had everything every woman would ever
I
want.
got everything. I got everything.
Shout out to Spider Man doing his thing.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
I mean,
Still sound like
a 6'1" something Spider Man. He taller than me. So I mean, shouts out to you, brother.
you dunking on.
Yeah.
Hey, was he dunking when y'all were younger? Because you know him since he was a kid. Was he dunking? What is the sport this spider plays, Ari?
He's not a sports person.
Oh, so that's it. I see now. I take back everything I said.
That's crazy.
You know how strange, you know how rare that is, a man that is not into sport. That's like some rare shit, bro.
This motherfucker is a rare Pokemon.
Especially us boys, man. We grew up playing against each other since we were like 2, bro. I see that with my own, the little kids, the little boys in my family. Like even if they have to race, you have to be a winner and a loser. Everything they do is a competition.
What is he into if he's not into sports?
I mean, he does know, like, like football and stuff. He plays like handball. He was both like he basically like raised himself like out in the street.
Look at him.
Handball.
He is into sports. The handball is a sport. You gotta
Okay,
run
oh, okay, yeah, handball.
Sport, man.
No, handball is more like an European sport. Handball.
He's trying to downplay him now so that nobody won't
Like
want
if he
him.
doesn't play basketball or American football, he's not in sport.
Yeah, he's more
man.
an art person. Like drawing arts.
So he can play basketball. He got art. Can he sing too? He play instruments.
Yeah.
See, look at man,
talented.
Come on, bro.
I didn't say he was a type. You guys asked me if he played sports.
Well, he plays handball, so yeah, that's athletic. You gotta
Hey,
be
man.
I see you, Zyrex. You keeping him to yourself. I hear you. I hear you.
Of
Hey,
course.
Zara, I would stop talking about him if you don't want to get your shit too. I
Facts.
told that shit. That's what I do.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. I would stop talking about him. Like, when these people have really good wives and they're like, nah, what you want? Nah, she cool. Right? Downplay the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets a little bit in the kitchen. This is the best cook in town. Men know exactly. Men are like, nope. I'm not telling this shit to nobody. Nobody needs to know. Ah, man.
Zyrex be minding her business and then he just starts serenading her.
I love you. I love you. I love
Facts.
you.
probably play the guitar or something.
With a rose in his mouth.
Hey, Zarek, is he a good gift giver?
Yep. Look at her.
No.
Oh.
Shit.
She lying.
Oh shit, spider.
She lying, bro.
No,
Damn, why you telling she lying?
I think she's fibbing too because she laughed before she answered.
Nah, I think she just didn't want to snitch on him.
Because
I think she
people
was
have
being a
different
good wife. She
standards.
lied.
And I understand that, like our standards are a little bit different. We don't, like who you get, like what you guys consider like a good, a gift giver. It's like something, that's
No, not something big. It's like a person that is thoughtful.
Pays attention.
Yeah, there's like it's Valentine's. He remembers, it's Mother's Day. He does some little deal with the kids. Like he pays attention. Like he's
Oh yeah,
thoughtful.
okay then. Oh, okay, but metric, yes.
Oh, so you were thinking, yeah, he didn't give me a Mercedes Benz on my 40th birthday.
Yeah, because that's usually how people measure, like a person who's, a good gift giver, someone that buys, shoes and buy, money.
What should determine what's a gift giver, a good gift giver? The recipient, how good the gift, how much they like the gift.
Correct.
Yes.
I agree.
There's actually a woman think a good gift giver is how much was it and all that. A man usually thinks is like the gift thoughtful. Is it something that I actually like? It's not some socks, because some people give gifts all the time. They're just not thoughtful about it. They go to the store, get some stupid. Here is a belt. Here is a tool that you're not going to use. Like thoughtful gifts. If let's be honest, right? I'm not talking about like a person that gets you a car or gives you $10,000 for you to invest on your business or a house. Okay, those are life-changing type of things. But for a day-to-day basis, I think men value more thoughtfulness over money, and I think money value more what it costs than actually the thought. That's why a man engagement ring could be $5 as long as he was bought in a special moment. It could be like a lollipop ring, and they'll be kind of happy. If you give a woman a $10 ring, she will spit on your face and never see you again. So, hey man, shout out to my boy Izar. Hey, so Spider was out of the game and he came back. Shout out to him. He was down and out, but he never gave up. Damn, another person singing and shit. Y'all too happy. I don't like y'all.
Shit, nigga, I'm not no happy, nigga. I'm fucking mad, bro. Like,
damn,
fucking broke the screen on my goddamn phone. Hey,
my phone is by a thread. I'm like, please, just get a wait a month.
Bro, I went to New York real quick, right? Because my people's had a couple of events because of the goddamn Knicks winning, right? So I stopped at the goddamn bodega. I parked right by the corner. I was gonna jump in, jump out, man. Tell me why. You know, like when you drive, you put your phone on your lap. But I got the case and everything.
Oh, you stood up without taking the phone off the lap. You thought he was on the console.
Yeah, yes, bro. But this is the part that pissed me off. The phone rang with the screen first, right in the corner where the only way that the phone can be broken. The screen can be broken.
That's how I go.
Like if you would have rang anywhere else, the screen would have protected it. You know what I mean? But since it was the corner of the sidewalk, it cracked my whole shit, fam.
Hey man, I heard that Red Lipstick Vibes is a witch and she be doing potions and shit at 7 a.m. in the morning on Saturday.
Bro, and then guess what? It's the goddamn new Samsung. Guess what? How much they hit me up to get me? Because I had two choices: either mail the
$500 or
goddamn
$700 for the stick, because it happened to me. It's at $500 to $700, right?
No, if I mailed it would be like I had to pay the deductible. I think I forgot what it told me, like 400, I think. But if I get one of those joints on the side, like they can fit phones, one of those third-party joints, man, $320, man. So I'm like, damn, bro, like this is some shit, man. So and then he just, boy, yo, this phone shit is big business, man.
Yeah,
This shit is big business, man. Because I went and got me this phone. I got this new phone for about it was time for me to upgrade. I was literally riding around. I don't care about no phones, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was riding around with a piece of shit.
Trump phone. Y'all got the new Donald Trump phone?
Donald Trump got a phone.
Yeah, he got a cell phone.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Look
Look it up.
for to make his money.
He got a cell phone. Yeah, it's gold and everything.
He bought like one of these Chinese company phones and he refurbishes into like a golden and he's going to sell this shit like 3 times or 4 times the price and pocket the rest.
4 times, buddy. You bugging, nigga.
I'm saying 4 times because there's a bare minimum.
There was a guy on TikTok who brought the phone. He was like, "This phone is trash."
I know it is. It gotta be.
You bought
one thing I like about Trump. That nigga just don't care, bro. This nigga is actually doing business deal while he's the president, like right in front of everybody.
Yep.
He was like, hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? This man is setting his great grandkids, his great grandkids. Boy, that man is yo. He's not a politician, man. That nigga is a businessman.
Facts on that.
Yeah, but I know that the screens actually got more because I have the full shit, and this shit is like a large screen, and if you replace the big one, you have to replace the one on the back too. So the last time they fucked up my shit.
What phone is that, Fatty?
Is the Galaxy Fold. Mine
the
is
26?
No, mine is the 6. So what I'm saying is I'm waiting for they're going to release the new one next month. So I'm waiting for the screen to hold up like a month so I can just straight up go to that shit and just move along. Because I was going to buy it anyway. But like I said, fighting for my life. because
Yeah, like
I use shit for everything, to do thumbnails, to make notes, to make everything. At least this time I have a backup. The last time I thought I had the backup, I went to the store strolling and shit, and they say last backup 2022. I'm like,
yeah.
man,
Do y'all have do your kind of phones in Portugal will it work over here if you decide to
yes,
mail me one?
yes. You just
Jailbreaker, right?
no, not jailbreaker. You have to buy the ones the way I bought them is you buy them with the free no SIM. Like they have the company thingy. Like when they give you a discount if you buy, but you have to stay on the company. You just have to buy one that is for everything. Because my phones, when I travel, they always work outside of the country because they don't have to stay on the company that I bought them. But
Okay.
yes. But that could happen. I just don't
Yeah,
understand why would you do that?
my father, he bought a phone in Dubai. Yo, my father has one of those joints that kind of fold. The one that
There's the Galaxy Fold.
I think so. I don't know what. Yo, but the thing is that my dad had that shit for a minute, bro. I want to say maybe what 10 years. Obviously, before he got over here, I don't know how.
The
how he those
Galaxy Fold 1 is on the 8th generation, so it's 8 years ago.
Yeah, something like okay, whatever, however long it was, bro, he had that shit. But when he came back over here, he couldn't connect it because the
Probably,
technology.
he was probably stuck to in Dubai. The shit that you buy in Dubai is very kind of like specific a lot of times. But it makes but it makes sense. But that's the thing. Why would you buy a European? Because the thing is, you know what they do? They do. If the phone is $2,000 on the United States, it's 2,000 euros in euro, and 2,000 euros is like $2,300.
Yeah.
Like it usually doesn't compensate. And if I buy shit from Amazon in the United States, they usually charge me a tax. So the difference, for example, I bought Elgato grid light, so the light doesn't spread; it goes direct to me, right? That shit costs $80 for the manufacturer to do. I end up paying $120 something because of the shipping and the tax. So it's kind of like if they could make it here, it'll be better to buy it here. But like importing outside of your country, usually it might look cheap, but you usually don't get the difference unless you're shipping from China or something like that.
Man, it's just that I don't care about no goddamn phone. As long as that shit can test, call, take a picture, that's it, man. But it's very important to have this. Yo,
and that's
you feel
kind of
naked
crazy,
without a
right?
smartphone, bro.
And that's kind of crazy, right? You are buying a $2,000 phone that is actually better than your PC, and then you just only need to take pictures to be on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
Everybody
is.
updated is more for the branding and for the showing. Like all these kids on like the streamer university and all that shit. Like they were showing like how Kai Cenat actually got into the scene. They were showing a video of him streaming, and somebody asked him to do push-ups, and a rat comes in and just does. And he gets he got embarrassed. He sits on the chair and everybody making like red jokes. Like he looked like he was streaming from a trap house. And to see the dude now walking around in his house and showing just his designer room and his beard and two houses and shit, I'm like, hey man, I think this is a bit corny, but I'm so happy to see people that are actually from the trenches, not you, Edelman Williams. That actually made it, man. Like people that actually got it from the mud. I really enjoyed I really love the Rag the Ridges shit. I just don't. The man needs to chill with that shit.
You gonna put some respect on his name, Patty.
My dad, you.
I like that.
Sorry.
Cool.
That was pretty nice.
Zyrex sent $5 to drop herself.
Thank you very much, Zyrex, for dropping yourself in shame. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but Felix, like at the phone, I don't know how they do it on Portugal, but you know what these bastards do in America, bro? They don't even trying to sell. They don't sell you the phone straight up. So what they do is they lease it to your ass, kind of like a car business in a way. Smart.
Oh yeah,
Actually.
yes, yes, yes.
So you let's say you get the plan that costs $80, whatever, data, unlimited data, blah blah blah, all that good shit. So now, since you leasing the phone, this phone that I think the one that I got costs like $1,500. I think $1,600, something like that. The 26 joint, right? 14, 1600 around that area. I don't remember. So what they do is now they attach another fee to your bill. So now your shit went from 80. They got to charge you extra $50 for the next 24 months for the phone. So now your bill going to around 135. Then is another charge. The little protected kit and all that shit. That's another little $5. And guess what? You need insurance for the motherfucker. That's another like an extra $9 a month, right? So obviously, since we live in such a consuming ass economy, they know that that the iPhone and the Galaxy, those are like the main two competitors. They know that they're coming out with one phone. The iPhone come out with a new phone every year, right?
Yes, iPhone and Samsung. Not
so
one.
they
They
know-
come up. They come out with three.
Yeah,
Yes.
they come out with the same phone.
It's like the mini, the ultra, the SDs, but they come out like with three a year.
It's one, but it's technically three. They just do like a three different, like a medium, large, and extra large type thing. Pretty much.
Yes.
So they know that most of us are thirsty as hell. So in 2025, I don't like the fake thing no more. Something in my brain tell me that I need to trade this shit in for the sis thing. I need to have it. And guess what? You go over there and trade it in. They'd be like, oh my God, don't worry about it. We're just gonna strap in. We're gonna restart this shit all over again. So your ass is literally paying. You pay that phone pretty much 2-3 times because they turn around, grab the old one, and sell it to other motherfucker that is a little broker and shit. And business keep moving. It's like genius, bro.
It's like people can afford shit, but people will buy shit. And like the consumer spending shit is like people can't, like this is the new par, right? You can't afford nothing, but you have always the latest Jordan and the phone and all that shit. That's usually what it is. These people want to look at, more than actually to have, and people play on that shit. Like I remember being embarrassed because I didn't have the last PlayStation. Because I was a kid, I was like, everybody has the 4 and I have the 2. I'm not saying I have the 2. Fuck that shit. They're going to clown me, right? Or even shoes, right? Because we used to play basketball, and there was like the Kobe 3s and the Allen Iverson, and everybody wanted to pull. Hey, Blanco. Everybody will pull up new season, and everybody had the new joints and all that shit. And I used to be embarrassed, but you know what's funny? Those motherfuckers fuck up your feet bad because the first practice of the season is just running and doing drills and shit, right? So motherfuckers them styling and profiling on the first practice, and then on the second practice they are with the shoes from the old season and shit. It's just like,
you know what it is, bro?
Damn, everybody's self-deleting. Red sent me $5 to drop her too.
You know what it is, bro? I think all of us, or not all of us, most of us, they got one thing that we need to. We feel like we had the need to spend money, bro. We can be mad fucking straight with everything else, and financially responsible with everything else except for that one thing. I remember like kind of like especially on my early 20s, late teens throughout all my 20s, bro. And I kind of get out of that kind of particular thing. My thing used to be clothes. Yo, you would have never catch me wearing the same shit twice, bro. At one point, bro, I had like over 350 polos in my goddamn closet, my nigga.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
You see,
That's ridiculous.
no, listen, on my
No, when
kids
I say
Friday,
that's ridiculous, is like he's like if you start to get above the 30 mark, it's kind of crazy. If you say you have hundreds, that's
350, bro. To the point, this is how crazy it got, bro. I used to just wear them once, and yes, that's it, right? To the point that I used to put them in boxes and send to like a people, like to the people, so they can give it back in Colombia. You see what I'm saying? I gave a bunch of them joints to like the Goodwill and shit, and all the people used to borrow my shit. My nigga never brought it back. But I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. But guess what, bro? Nowadays, I don't give a damn, bro. Yo, nowadays, I think all of us kind of grow out of that kind of stuff, right? Nowadays, it's a possibility you might catch me with the same polo 2 weeks in a row. I might wear it tonight, and I might turn on my wear it on Sunday if I like it.
You know what I think it is? I think it's kind of a phase, right? So, for example, I used to wear shoes for every NFL jersey, every like if it's bright red, I get the bright red. Like if it's the orange, I'll get the orange. I was buying light blue shit just to pair with the Miami Dolphins. You see what I'm saying? And now that I am literally revisiting my shit and I'm looking at my shit and the shit that I bought, I'm like, I actually don't have to do this shit. If I use this with black shorts, I'll get a black shoe. And if I use this with white shorts, I use the white shoe. Then it can go with everything. And I don't need to be always changing shoes over and over again. So 20 pair of sneakers just went out. So I get what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? It's just like
I'm kind of the same. I'm kind of the same way, bro, because now I easily got about 60 pair of shoes, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I've probably been wearing maybe 5 for the past year and a half. Maybe.
Right.
Maybe.
And
Just
there might be
bro.
And there might be too much.
It's just like you start growing out of that shit, bro. It just like, man, and the same thing with the polos, bro. None of the polos, I'm sorry. I got it back. Nothing but throwback, man. Yo, I was paying $300, $400, $500 for NBA.
Blanco overpowered the music. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
He's a calculator.
Y'all closing the nightclub. Fuck y'all. Lights on. He said, nah, nigga.
Nothing.
He said, nah, nigga. What the fuck you think you're talking
listen, bro. And them polos, and none of them polos, them jerseys used to be their shit, especially when we was coming up. Man, bro. Now, you know what I did with that shit, Fatty? I got all that shit in a box, my nigga, in the garage. I got like like that nigga Anton be wearing those Coogee sweaters?
Yeah.
You like those shit? I love them.
It depends. I saw who was wearing that? Biggie Smalls, probably.
Biggie Smalls.
I think he fits in some people. Sorry, Nino. Hey, Blanco, can you hear Nino talking?
No, yeah, I'm talking now. About to close the show out, man. Trying to get some sleep, man. I had a long week. I've been on like 4 shows this week. I'm trying to go.
I hear you, man. Maybe it's my goddamn cheaty ass phone, I guess.
It's fine.
Yeah. But any last words?
Last word. Yeah, like Fatty, I got like about 3 or 4 Coogee sweaters, bro. That them shit is fire, bro. I haven't worn that shit in over 10 years.
That's your last word, bro.
I haven't worn that shit in over 10 years.
Man,
bro.
I'm gonna get this story out, Nino. No,
You gonna talk about these Coogies,
you gonna
goddamn.
talk about these Coogee though.
Yeah, y'all be good, man.
Take
Talk
it
to
easy.
y'all.
All right, Blanco.
All right, family.
All right, man.
Fatty, you got any last word?
I hate Zyrex.
Dang.
And I love Spider. Spider, you are a true warrior, true champion, the king of kings. don't forget that, Spider. And I appreciate y'all, friends. Good show, Nino.
Appreciate it, man. Take it easy. Jeremy, any last words?
I'm back home, so we're gonna keep it moving. I'll see you later.
All right, bro. Just like I always say, at the end of the day, it's always you versus you. Doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. Make sure you're doing what you need to do to help yourself and those that are around you. It was a pleasure, Nino.
Boo!
Come on, Fatty. That's my sign off.
to be nor to be. Just be cool and be great.
Oh, hold on, Fat. Let me say something real quick. I'm sorry, Nino. I'm doing the same thing Poppy did.
Oh, you go ahead. You got it.
Y'all see that?
I can see something. I don't know what it is. Oh, that's Dragon Ball Z.
Let me see. 1 second. Can you put that on the big screen?
Yeah, I got it.
Trash. Everything that is Dragon Ball
God.
Super, trash.
You know what? Don't even worry about it.
Everything that is
Don't even worry about
blue
it. That's
or
fine.
red hair or Ultra Instinct is a silver now. Trash.
I'm not gonna do this with you because Nino has told us that the show is
Trash.
over. But
Hey, first
worry
time
about
we meet, I'm going to give you a gift. I guarantee you it's not Dragon Ball Super shit. This shit's trash. Fuck this shit.
Hey, well, what do you expect from a Majin Buu fan? You know what I'm saying? You think past that, you're not trying to hear. But yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through. Jeremy, Fatty, Cyrax, Red came through. Bobby Blanco came through. Tony Golden came through. Appreciate y'all for coming through and making it a show. I'm see you guys tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? Probably gonna do a super panel aftermath. It depends on, you know. That's probably what it's gonna be. But till then, y'all be safe. Y'all be easy. I'm out.
Oh my, how I wish to cry every time we say goodbye.